Last time on Rusted Boar Regnomancy, following the harrowing events of the Chainsaw Raid, our lovable sellswords were granted a short break from active adventuring over the span of roughly a week.
Having been asked to visit by their new ally Eels, they all met at Sunflower General, wherein the merfolk informant requested to join the Three's party in lieu of his now former gang's protection.
The group accepted with minimal strife, and after bonding over mutual traumas and magical nose honks, were cut off by one of the guild's representatives named Dispo Sibel, pronounced Dispo Sibel, who brought news of an urgent request for the three of them in specific.
According to Dispo, the municipal rangers required backup for an urgent case that they themselves were too spread thin for. The group said their goodbyes to Eels and hopped into a carriage to assist as swiftly as possible.
Arriving on the scene, the Jacks made contact with Captain Hill, a pencil-pushing and tacky yet seemingly passionate professional ranger head. They made brief introductions before splitting up and investigating a wing of the local greenhouse market, a sort of inner-city indoor gardened bazaar.
The troop made a good deal of progress in the 7th Wing, speaking with several merchants and collecting meals, munitions, and information on the whereabouts of their target, a bombastic dwarf who refers to himself as the Pea Wizard, charged with several counts of magical malpractice and property damage.
However, during their investigation, each member also found themselves somewhat troubled, Richard seeing part of himself he didn't like, as well as Iska and Lille seeing several posters on the market's flyer board detailing brutal monsters to the north, and uncharacteristically upsetting calls to arms.
Reflexively panicking for reasons unbeknownst to the party, a now heightened Lille and suspicious Captain Hill engaged in a minor verbal altercation before the party split once more in search of further leads. Continuing the trail and speaking to a friend of Lille's, named Cinnamon, the group tension eventually simmered and they noted that the wizard was purchasing several dungeon-centric items.
Taking a brief trip to the cursed item stall, even if a bit apprehensively in Iska's case, the party caught one final lead. The wizard ended his shopping spree with a noted craving for peanut brittle. The party then quickly remembered a flyer on the board that detailed a local park named Soontown, which boasted catering from the same peanut brittle company that the Pea Wizard had placed a nebulous emphasis on.
Hitting the cobblestones once more, the party moved to the northeastern boardwalk of Waltershaw, wading through a significantly more crowded street than usual and finding themselves at the gates of the park, where they themselves were quickly recognized as a mixture of adventuring union and law enforcement respectively.
The proprietor of the park who granted the gang entry was a sweaty man nicknamed Forger, who stated that he already called for law enforcement for a rogue wizard who had taken over one of the park's attractions, but was half expecting no one to show up given the Rangers' current unavailability.
Forger offered the group a lump of extra pay if they were able to remove the wizard in an expedited fashion. Since today was the park's grand opening, and both a councilwoman from Waltershaw's Chamber of Commerce and a young scion from one of the park's sponsors were present, both breathing down Forger's neck.
Agreeing to the park owner's request, our heroes now stand at the doorstep of the haphazardly named Pea Hell and share a collective feeling. It can't be.
We are going to die.
That was pretty good.
I like that.
That was pretty good.
All right. So let's go to the Pea Dungeon. Why don't we? As you sort of stand in front of this, what looks to be a fairly standard wooden house, built to be this sort of like giant mansion. You get the impression that this building was initially supposed to be some sort of museum, and that the gaudy sign on top is just sort of a late magical renovation. You now stand at the precipice of the door. Everything else sort of seems to fade away as all you see in front of you is this ominous building. What do you three do? He'll sort of just standing to the side and waiting for your go-ahead.
Do not be jittery, young elf man. We will help you get to bottom of Peace Dungeon.
I'm sorry, but like the moment he says "do not be jittery," I'm imagining Iska like on his knee as if he's talking to a child. But he's lower than the eye line of Hill, so he's looking up like an idiot.
Hell's looking down and he's like, I appreciate it. I think.
You're a strong boy. Maybe one day you too can ride the tiger.
I like tigers.
He goes up to the door and gives it a good old knock.
All right. Yeah, just wrapping on the sort of side of the door. It seems like it's open, unlocked at least. The front door has a little like engraving on it that says "Come on in, kids."
I do not like that at all.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't say "Come in, kids."
Yeah. I'd like to use the regular
This is why the Oxford comma is so important.
Absolutely.
Come in,
This
kids,
is
or come in, kids.
This is one that I will never yield on. The universe will bend to your regnomancy, but not this day. Unless you spend it, in which case I'm easy.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, the comma has, like, saved some fucking sentences. Like, there was just one time that I saw on Twitter where it's just, and you could see why. He put the comma. It's like, dog, pussy is the best.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to check the door for just generic traps, just normal traps.
Yeah, sure thing.
That's just a wisdom or a perception or an investigation.
Just roll me a quick. What's it for dungeoneering? I think let's just do survival for now,
Yeah, I think
or
that
investigation. Survival or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I'll do survival.
Okay.
All right. Don't fail me now, multicolored die. Unnatural 20. Nice. First roll of the
Unnatural
day.
20. Okay. You feel along the side of it, and you actually note that there's a little bit of string, that's like been glued with a little bit of crazy glue, on the inside lip of the handle.
Yeah. I just take out one of my knives and I'm just like, snap.
Yeah, easy.
And all right, it's clear, or at least it should be.
Would you like to open door, Richard? You seem to be stuck in the cranium.
Yeah, sorry. Just thinking.
Something makes me feel as though I do not wish to open more doors, so I will allow you three to go ahead.
You're good.
What is wasted to happen? You get sprayed by pee?
I couldn't imagine.
You mean pea soup, right?
Entering the room, you see a fairly barren room. You also look behind you up at the side here, and you do note that there was just a bucket of soup tied to the string.
You know what, Hill? You are right. I walk over to Hill, and out of my hold on, let me see my inventory. I give him a single gold piece.
He does actually put it in his coat pocket by instinct, and then he like realizes what you did, and he's like, "Thank you."
Thank you.
He starts inspecting the soup. What are you guys looking at?
I'm looking at the canoe.
Okay. The canoe seems to be set beside and behind even a sort of like section off rope. A sign on the side does also say the first canoe used to travel across the Vildon's rest routes. And yeah, it looks to be a fairly old canoe.
I just want to make a note here. Iska would know. He's been through the Valdon's routes, and Iska would know that that's some fucking... That must have been a hard fucking travel. In a fucking canoe.
You do not see much wear and tear on this boat, but you do see a single, what looks to be... Oh, Jesus Christ. You do see what looks to be some sort of, like, engraving on the side that reads, SS ship.
SS ship?
Wait, the place that I come from is called Helvera, right? I just keep forgetting
Yes.
shit. Okay. Then I remember back when I was in Helvera, me and the chief, he promised me that one day we go fishing one day. He even showed me the canoe that we were going to use, but we never really got around to it.
It is okay. I will show you how to fish like Papa who abandoned you.
No, he didn't abandon me. I had to... What? He didn't abandon me. I had to leave. Whatever.
Hill looks at you. Hill looks back.
I will take you as well. You seem like you need time to hang with father figure. I may not be father figure, but I can give you an experience.
But fish will be father figure.
No,
Points to fish on wall. This is your dad now.
no. What will be? You know what? What will be your mentor will be the best thing I have. And he just pulls out like this piece of paper that he has rolled up, and he's just like, "This is very good." And he just kind of puts it in his pocket.
He will inspect it. What does he see on it?
It's catnip. It's just catnip.
Okay, it's just a pile of catnip.
Iska smokes catnip.
Jesus,
brother.
fucking who passed the cat de bouffe. He takes it, he looks at it, and then he pulls out a little silk pouch from the inside of his jacket, and he stuffs it in that as well. And he's like, "It's an extra. That's pretty good."
Ishka rolls the worst joint, asked to leave the sesh.
Hill will actually look to you, Lille, and hand you the bucket of soup that he has since taken down from the stoop that it was on. And he will ask for your professional opinion. Do you believe this is... It's not even hot. I think it's just normal pea soup.
She just like sticks a pinky in it. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Okay. And he puts it down.
Summon food is always pretty bland.
If you say so.
I was trying to tell Ishka some, but I was essentially just gonna say I appreciate it, Ishka, but I'd kind of rather have that first trip be with my dad. So
It is no problem. One day we will find your father, even if he left to smoke American Spirit 10 years ago.
he didn't. I'm the one that left.
What's America?
I'm the one that left. That guy.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Somewhere
good,
in
you're
a
good.
distant continent, a city is named America. Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go. I want to look at this thing over here.
Hold on,
Alright.
let me get my smoke. Let me light one of my cigars.
Absolutely. We'll go in order of the people who spoke. Lily, you're looking at the screen.
Yeah.
It looks pretty high tech. This place seems to be sort of a celebration of both technology and primalist sort of sensibilities. But this looks to be much more focused towards the application of crystal power. It has just a rotating set of attractions that are proposedly within this museum. So there's like, come and visit the Big Bear exhibit and the More Canoes exhibit and stuff like that, you know? It looks to be just a scrolling series of museum paraphernalia that are to get kids excited about the field trip.
Go ahead.
He's gonna walk over and look at what you're looking at, and he sees it mentions big bears. I have yet to meet bear who is bigger than me, and he just proceeds to go back over to the fish.
Okay. Richard, as you light up a smoke, what are you using to light it? Are you just using your finger?
Well, like I'm imagining the way that it kind of happens. It kind of looks like a taser. That like I got my thumb and my
Yeah,
my
the thumb and forefinger. Yeah.
yeah the thumb and the index.
So as you sort of spark your finger up, could you
Yeah.
please give me an ambient arcana check
Let me check.
as you light up something magical within a magical sort of area?
So I think while I have the chance, I'd also like to kind of make something clear to the people who are watching right now. We use the spell sense system, and we've mentioned this and used it on multiple occasions. Spell sense more or less replaces the need for identify, but it's more about your innate ability to sense the intention of magic, and on higher rolls sometimes a little bit more detail of what that magic does. But whereas Arcana is just your knowledge of magic, how you understand magic. So I just wanted to distinctify that for the people watching, because I feel like they probably were confused.
Yeah, sparking up your
Yeah, let's
finger and your
continue.
index and your thumb, I should say. Sorry. You do see the fluctuations of the electricity is typically magical, so it's not really what's the word? It's not really affected by a lot of extraneous nonsense. However, you do note that this place seems pretty unmagical. And for like a Magitech museum, at least in this room, it's not reacting as... You usually have to like keep it under control if it's like amped by a bunch of stuff around it, but this place it's almost like too muted.
That's weird. Do you think he took some stuff with him? Like some of the magical stuff around? Because this place looks a little barren.
It could be. To be quite honest, though, if it's not a priority to the owners of the park, it's not a priority to us right now.
I'm just saying something to keep in mind. You never know what those weirdos trying to do.
Yeah, what are you up to, Issa?
I'm gonna check out the fishes here.
Okay.
Are they just like those like cheaply made wall mounted fishes, or?
Yeah. They have little brass plaques underneath. That one right there is it seems to be named Sal Happy Scale, and it has a little button next to its name.
Impulse control is not in me.
Okay. You press it, and he says, "Hey kids, welcome to the Magitech Museum, the start of an era. Come on down and you'll learn a bunch of stuff."
Thank you, Sal. I will learn many things on my way.
No problem, mister.
Just takes a moment and like double takes, looks back at it. What the? Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Did you see the Pea Wizard?
Yeah, he made me.
Uh-huh.
I used to be dead.
Oh no.
Oh, wait,
I am so sorry you're stuck here forever.
It's whatever.
Does that mean they use a real fish for this?
Oh, it's very brutal. We're just in stasis, baby.
Oh. It's a little fucked up.
Ain't no fish smell.
Fair enough, I guess. Well, hey, did you see him take anything from here?
Oh no, he just sort of took the door. He sort of vaguely points towards the door right here.
What?
He just ripped it off. Put a new one in.
What? Do you know why?
I'm a fish.
Fair
I'm gonna
point.
go ahead and check this door for traps quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, what do you know that you think might be able to help us with Mr. P Wizard, your dad, essentially?
Oh gosh. Well, he said his name was the Pea Wizard, and that
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sal Happy Scale.
Nice to meet you, Sal.
I'm a fish.
Yep. I got that.
When did you get here?
Oh, what
Really
did you say?
good.
Sorry, I can't hear you over those
Give me a
bees
second,
outside.
please.
What'd you roll for that investigation, Lois? He's a fish. He doesn't have that long a memory.
Sorry, okay.
Lily, I believe Lily is broken.
Shut up! That's not in character.
No, I'm well aware.
14. I rolled a 14.
Okay. Yeah, it seems untrapped.
I go ahead and open it up.
Okay. You see a microwave inside.
We
I
have
open it.
microwaves? Microwaves are a thing here?
You don't know what it is, but it looks to be. It has a plate inside, and you assume it to be some sort of oven.
Huh.
I
Mighty small.
I
oven.
go ahead and open it up.
You see a single pea on a plate inside.
Of course.
Great.
It's gonna be one of those ones.
I close the door.
All right.
And I leave.
All right.
What was the name of the fish again? I forgot already.
Sal Happy Scale?
All right. Can I
Can you say that out loud?
I do. After he asked what his name was.
Sal Happy Scale. That's me. I'm a fish.
Richard seems to lack the ability to read. It is right there under name. Or under fish.
All right, hold on. What does that mean? I go over to this fish and I start I push the button also.
The plaque under that one reads unnamed, and as you press the button, it sort of just stays limp, and it goes, Oh, don't mind him. I think they found him in a river and then just put him up for decoration. He doesn't have a backstory. My friend Margarita is dead, so they replaced her.
Wouldn't that be a backstory if they found him in a river and then placed him there?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm a fish.
Yeah, that's about the
I
answer.
am going to name him Bailey.
That's a good name.
Bailey.
You know what my name is?
Sal Happy Scale.
Yeah.
Or sorry, hey
Alright.
Siege, you know what you should do?
What?
You should make Sal Happy Scale your familiar.
I'm not doing that. We'll consider it. I am taking him with us, though.
I'm on a wall.
I know you're not going to be on one for long.
Oh no! You know what? While he's doing that, I'm gonna check out this door right here.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a survival or investigation.
I'm going to try to get Sal off the wall.
All right. Yeah, he's just hung
Wait,
up by a little like cord.
All right. I just take off the cord.
Just unhook him.
Yeah, there you go.
Just hanging out.
Okay, do I
12?
put him
Yeah,
in my
sure thing.
inventory, or is he like a person?
You can if you want.
Can I just hold him? Like, and he just,
You can also do that. It's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna just have him in my hands.
Oh, we're going on an adventure.
Yeah, we are. You know what? Even better. I grab the hook and I kind of like tie it to my belt, so he's just literally on my side, kind of like you remember in God of War, fucking
Yo, like fucking
yeah.
what's his name? The little head guy. Yeah.
yeah.
What did you get on that investigation, Iska?
12. That's what I got.
12.
Yeah,
Okay.
12.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Well, Sal, do you want to?
Allow me to open door for friends.
As you open the door, you see a grand hallway of pea-colored brick.
Oh.
To pee or not to pee? That is the question.
Really? Oh yeah, Sal, do you want me to go take your friend with us or no?
I mean, I don't see any life in their eyes, but I also haven't been able to see them, so I don't know.
Yeah, no use in taking like dead weight then.
Yeah, dead weight.
You know what that means?
No, I'm a fish.
Fair enough.
Wait a sec. I'm gonna give before everyone moves forward, I'm gonna give a cursory glance, just for like checking for suspicious things, traps, you know.
Yeah.
Unnatural 20 again. Let's go.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, looking around the room, it looks like hokey. It does definitely feel like less than a dungeon. It feels more like the Nickelodeon kids TV show set of a dungeon. But
That's great.
it has this sort of like squishy, almost foam-like brick on the floors, and you do see as well a lifted balcony about 25 feet up over here. The roof is about I want to say 50 feet tall and arched
Holy
over.
shit.
This is a disproportionately gigantic room. And along all of these pillars, you see like faces of agony as they have little small what look to be peas on their tongue, singular peas that they're trying to not cry over. It's sort of nebulous. And
Is the pea
Iska,
also stone?
the pea is also a stone, yes.
Damn
Of
it.
course it is.
It looks like they're sculptures. And as you go up there, Iska, you actually hear adventurers. It's me, the Pea Wizard. And
There
you
you
see
are.
a dwarven gentleman wearing sort of greenish yellow robes.
I don't think, looking at his silhouette, that gentleman really does him justice. I'm gonna be
I'm
real.
gonna be real. That's a little scam. That's a little fiend right there.
Yeah.
little goofy guy. He has this like gigantic long, like almost Ice King-esque nose that goes out from an explosion of green hair, and two eyes that look fucking. He looks high on ketamine. He looks out over you and says,
Yo, dude, you got the big K?
"You got the big K, special K, baby. Call me a cereal boy." He looks down at you guys and he says, "I see you have entered my dungeon. Well, allow me to tell you, you suck,
And also, please listen to my instructions. This place is a dark and twisted, demented, sort of fucked up look into my mind.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, and as such, the...
Also, hey, stop swearing in front of the kid.
Sorry, what?
The kid right here, he's like a few days old, I guess, or just a few minutes old, and I just pulled up Sal.
Oh yeah, him. He was great. I thought it was funny.
Okay, quick question, why though?
Would you not
I mean,
give some creature just actual sentience? It's
Okay.
funny.
I'll admit it's slightly comedic, but why'd you just leave him there? It's kind of rude.
Well, I mean, he's nice, so I figured that if anyone wanted just a nice, talk.
You know,
I mean,
out of-
aren't you technically like his dad? Why'd you just abandon him?
I don't want to get into the moral implications of turning things into actual living objects, because if that was the case, then I would be fucking ruined.
You gave this thing sentience. You didn't give it a purpose. You thought it'd be funny, and then left. You do realize that's very morally fucked.
Hey, if being morally fucked is wrong, then call me a psychic, sexual deviant.
What?
Do I wish
What?
to
What does
inquire
that mean?
upon
No,
why
I
you
don't-
call
It makes
I-
sense in my head. Maybe.
No.
So shut up. Everyone shut up. Okay.
Don't entertain it. Don't entertain it. Just
Here's the thing. I made this dungeon to fuck over this place because I hate it. I hate technology, and as such, I
Okay,
have
Mr.
asked
Krasinski.
you to start what?
What?
I just want to finish my thing. Can I just finish my thing?
Fine. If you're gonna be a baby.
Thank you.
about it.
Please go
I
on.
have asked the four of you to enter my dark dungeon, and as such, you must enter the door to the north one at a time, and after which, we'll see if you can make it out alive.
What if we? Don't
I have
follow
one
the rules?
condition
One at a
upon
time,
doing
please.
this quest.
Yeah, sure, you first.
If we are to do dungeon, you have to promise to come peacefully, and you must promise to pay child support to abandoned child.
Yeah.
Fuck to the second thing, but yeah, sure.
That is good enough for me.
And
Hell yeah.
if I make it to the end, can I have your hat?
No.
I'm gonna take that hat.
What if we just don't follow your rules?
I mean, then I'll just keep delaying the open. You're like hired to be civic protectors. I'll kill kids.
Okay, that just gives me more reason not to follow your rules. You just
want
gave
the
me an
kids to die, Siege?
Oh wait, I thought he said he killed kids.
No, he's saying
No.
he's saying that he will just kill kids if you don't follow him.
I mean, if you guys are
Oh.
adventurers, if you go through a dungeon, you're fine. But imagine fucking little Billy comes through these doors. He's like, "Ooh, cool, a death pit," and then he jumps into it. That's on you.
I'm pretty sure it's on you because you fucking made it.
Nah.
This seems to be some sort of fraud logic. I have to ask. You know what? This is
All right.
this is bad idea. Asking you this question make no sense. You
Yeah,
are
I
clearly bonked in head.
I think he's saying bonkers.
I'm freaking crazy.
Yeah, we're aware.
Cuckoo
What's with this?
bananas.
By the way, but you're the Pea Wizard.
He's
Yeah.
going bananas.
I'm going crazy.
Wouldn't you be going peas instead of bananas?
Man, you suck at this.
Man, you swallow peas. All right, shut up.
I only pee peas. You slowly walk through the
Wait.
Oh, God damn it.
I was gonna ask him about that. I was gonna ask him why the peas, but whatever.
And you hear a
The fuck?
from past it, like a t-shirt cannon.
Well, let me go do door one at a time. He says.
Remember?
you care
about safety and chill.
Maybe I should go first because that way I can investigate the door to make sure there are no traps.
You see on the door there is a sign that says "Narcs first," and a picture of Hill.
I just kind of turned to him. Well, are you going to go through door?
One sec, just let me investigate it before you go through.
Sure, yeah.
Investigation.
I'll give
thing?
you. He gives you the help action.
Okay, cool. It's an investigation throw, right?
Yes.
All right.
Investigation or survival to check for traps.
Probably want to go with investigation for obvious reasons.
That's fair.
If you roll a nat 20, I will eat my hat.
And then guess what? It's a 13. It's a
Yeah,
no,
that's
no, no. It's a 16. 16. My bad. I forgot it's +4.
+4. Okay.
So 16. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at it, it seems untrapped. The door also seems to be set into like this sort of rotating thing. So as you sort of look into it, the seams on the wall, and yeah, Hill will say, "Is it safe, or am I good?"
Seems to be fine to me. No traps or anything, but it's a weird door.
I suppose, if anything, it would be stranger if it wasn't weird. Please allow me entry.
All right, go right ahead. Hold on.
Thank you. And you see him open the door to what looks to be like a reception room, and then walk through, and then close the door behind him. And then the door sort of rotates to display a second door, which just says everyone else.
Where is he?
Did he just kidnap Peel?
What the?
And looking inside, you see a small little shack with the Pea Wizard like in a chair right here. He's like,
Hey guys, so okay. Whole Pea Wizard thing's a joke. We have some shit to talk about. Nice to meet you.
What'd you do with Hill?
Oh, he's just going through a dungeon right now. It's fine. He'll be safe.
What?
So, allow me to be very clear. I am not the Pea Wizard in the traditional sense of, oh, I'm a jokester, I'm a japester. I'm a normal guy. Nice to meet you. I should say this. Nice to meet you. And he extends a hand to Richard, and he says, my name is Abkadef Getchkel.
I'm sorry. What?
Nice to meet you, Abkadef Gachkel.
You're
Would you like me to say is my name hard to pronounce?
Yes, it is
No,
hard to pronounce.
Abkadef Gachkel.
It's just spelled ABCDEFGHIJKL.
Do I not get points for getting that fucking pronunciation?
Yes, yes. From now on,
That
you're
was
like
good.
me.
My last name is Manop Kerstuv Wix is.
Manavkar Wixes.
You can just call me Wizard if you want. That's what everyone does.
You're the Ab Wizard.
What about
to
just
me now.
Abby?
Abka is the usual one.
Abkar.
Abracadabra.
How did you know my dad? Anyway, here's the deal.
Right.
I used to be a jack, like you guys, right? Long time ago. I'm so fucking old. The thing is, they didn't like me, so they kicked me out. And now I got this new gig. It's real cool. I worked for a place called Coward's Contracts, right? We just do shit. We're crazy. We're wacky, and they let me do my stupid nonsense. The thing is, because it's sort of a illicit, sort of murdery thing, what I do is I just take requests that could go really badly, and I make it a little silly, a little goofy. And then if someone would actually get hurt by someone else, then I think of the Pea Wizard, you know? Haha, Pea Wizard. Main thing about this one, someone's gonna try and kill you guys.
What?
Okay, this requires context. I was looking through some requests in Coward's Tower earlier today. I saw a new posting for hassling the opening of the park, so I assumed it would go poorly if it hurt a lot of people if it was handled sloppily. So I took the request, right? And then as I was on my way out to leave after having registered for it, I bumped into the clerk again, who was only minutes later putting up another posting from what looked to be the same radio telegraphy station. I only sort of briefly saw the contents, but it was, dispose of any jacks who enter the park to remove, the nuisance. I assume they meant me. And then underneath, like, written in what looked to be almost blood was, use any methods you see fit, and that doesn't mean anything good ever.
Well, someone put a hit on us. Do you have any idea who?
maybe not specifically you, but someone recent. All I know is that I can't give you the paper, because if I did, then I would be kicked out, and I can't get kicked out because they're the only people who actually let me do my shit. But I do know the radio telegraphy station was the one that was in this park, because they have this new age sort of micro one or whatever, so that they can use the radio telegraphy throughout the entire station. I don't want you guys to die, because young adventuring's hard, and also I don't like seeing people die. As contrary as that is to my persona.
Yeah, the whole kids thing earlier was kind of threw me off.
I panicked.
I know. It's fine. Look, thank you for letting us know. We're still gonna probably try to stop you because you're being a nuisance, obviously.
Oh no, I was going to. It's literally in my contract that I got to be foiled. Like, I'm good.
Okay. And just for that, even if we beat you, Lily is not going to take your hat. Right, Lily?
I mean, I have so that was also part. You can take it. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's made of magic.
Fair enough.
It's gonna disappear after 24 hours.
Sorry, Lily.
Sorry.
This is a lot to take in.
Do you want to sit? He motions to the what looks to be a cardboard bed drawn on with little marker, which has a pile of green beans on top of it.
Of course they're green. Wait, what green bean? What about the peas?
Green beans are peas.
Are they peas?
Yeah, peas and green beans are closely related. They're legumes.
Well, I do think that the best course of action is to make sure Hill doesn't get in over his head and hurt himself or hurt you.
That's the thing. That kid looked like a narc, and I'm pretty good at spotting narcs. So you tell him what you want, but I don't trust him.
He's a little tight in the butt. He does not know how to loosen up.
He sees the world in black and white.
Like a dog?
Something like that.
I'm talking metaphorically.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. I forgot about those. Listen, I'm so old.
I do not think that Hill is a bad guy, but he is. He needs to get
Naive,
laid.
inexperienced, ill-mannered, ill-informed, perhaps.
Okay, Lily, we get
Yeah,
it. You
grudge.
don't like him. we might have to talk about that later, Lily. But in the meantime, we'll put a pin in that.
I'm Sal Happy Scale.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is also still kind of fucked up what you did to my boy Sal here. Oh, not my boy.
Oh, he's also going to disenchant within 24 hours.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
No, not Sal Happy Scale.
I mean,
you can just get a fish and then cast animal friendship on it. I don't know.
I don't have animal friendship on my list.
It's also dead. It's been dead for a while.
Well, it's alive now.
I mean, not really. It's like a fabricated personality created. Listen, high-level magic's really complicated. You look like a... Are you of the arcane arts as well?
Yes.
Okay, here's the deal. After a certain while, it gets really fucking goofy, and you sort of stop caring. So just keep in mind an open sort of in your thought processes. I've been doing this for maybe a long time. Oh man, it's been a while. I can't even remember. The minutia of it's really fucking detailed, and after a while, your brain fries. So just keep that little. You sort of taps your forehead a little bit. Keep that little noggin safe, okay? Because if you don't, you're gonna get fried like me.
So while they're having their conversation, and I imagine they go into a little bit of detail with the magic and everything, Iska just kind of turns to Lille. He just goes. He puts one hand up and he goes into his ear, and then he has the other one go up and just go out the other way. He just does not understand any of this.
Close the door, you animals.
Hey, I am animal. How dare you?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's a common thing with my age. You know.
being racist.
Yeah.
So,
We live in a broken society.
How do you want us to meet Hill? Do you want us to just drop in or fucking...
Oh, he'll be outside whenever you're done.
Oh, okay.
And quick question: how strong are these people typically?
Okay, so, like I said, I work for a illicit, do you know Coward's Contacts? Roll me a history check.
I'll go ahead and roll that.
If you would like to, and,
What's your plus on that, Heavy?
-1,
mod?
but I still want to know if she knows about it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 because mine has.
I think,
plus 2.
Richard, you would get advantage.
Yeah, I got
Siege
plus.
for, just for knowledge checks, the thing is, like, it's not about just one of us succeeding. It's just whether or not you want your character to know it, and then you roll to see. Sometimes I just won't roll on it, because I'm like, no, there's no way that my character would know that, right? Yeah, no, I rolled an unnatural 1.
Ah, that is a 20. Not a nat
Hell yeah.
20, but a
Dirty 20, yeah.
unnatural. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So,
Slutty 20. Dirty slutty
and-
20.
little whore.
I was drinking water, can you not?
What did you get, Lily and Niska? I think I heard you say that you didn't get it.
Dirty
right?
1.
Okay.
I got like a 7.
Okay. So, Richard, you had heard from some sort of drinking buddies that you knew to be of ranger acumen, that there is a the best way to put it is sort of like the evil twin of the Jack's Guild. It's this very like Craigslist but for murderers, where somewhere in Conmay there is a secret organization or building that collects people who are willing to do anything with the sort of the credo of you can be called anything, murderer, scum, good for nothing, coward, but as long as you get the job done, you're our coward, and cowards take care of each other. They're good at getting shit done with very few scruples. He says, Coward's Contacts. It really varies a lot of the time, but more often than not, if you get someone from the contacts, they're going to be a little kooky crazy. I'm sure that I'm no use to that extent, right? But just keep in mind, someone of my caliber, but probably with less of an interest in most human life.
Fair enough.
And even other races.
It's a bit of a morbid picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to take care of those guys.
Like a finger painting made out of blood.
Fair enough.
A visceral picture.
Well,
I don't know.
let us make sure Hill does not accidentally stumble on Tom. He seems very fragile.
Absolutely.
He break.
Also, we don't want the people trying
He
to
seems like if he were to trip and fall, he would die.
We also don't want him getting attacked while he's by himself by all these people.
He'll just fall through whenever you exit through that window. You just gotta climb through.
Wait, the window?
The
How
window?
big
Yeah.
is that window, AV?
It's like, I want to say maybe 6 foot by 5 or 4.
That is a
Okay,
big fucking
that's
window.
a big window. Yeah, I can fit
Yeah.
that. I had
It's
to
a
ask.
disproportionately shaped window for the size of this tiny shitty shack.
Mr. Abka,
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty. Thank you for sharing with us. We will protect, heal, prevent any death. We will play dumb for now, but if we were to run into each other again, we will probably try to.
Yeah, so here's my sort of pitch to you guys. I'm going to sort of explode, quote unquote, all of the gross stuff off of this building and then fly away. And I figure while you investigate, you can use like, oh, you need to find me in the park again. Hey, if you find someone who might have just brokered a deal to get people killed, then maybe that's just a little bit of extra on the side, you know? I will say, if you do get rid of them, I will pay you extra out of my own contract, because to be quite honest, you kids need as much money as you can get.
Allow me to say this. You are not going to die today. Now allow me to take a running start. Iska just dashes through the window.
Absolutely. You fall through into a dumpster.
Well, this is
Classic.
not the worst place I have been all day.
All right.
You also see as you exit through the dumpster, Hill in the corner, who just falls through a pea-colored portal and splats onto the concrete. He looks drenched in soup. His glasses are like upside down, and he looks at you and says, "Are you good? I
am definitely looking better than you right now. Here, let me come help you."
There's so many doors."
Lily's gonna try to long jump through it.
Sure. Roll me acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Okay. I would argue that would be athletics, but it's fine. Roll. Natural fucking 20!
Whoopee!
You slide through the garbage almost as if you were a little slippery worm, and you avoid all forms of residue on your person.
I just hand Hill an apple.
I'm just gonna climb down.
He puts it in his pocket.
As I'm like climbing down, just getting ready to go, I do kind of turn around really fast, and I'd be like, "Well, actually, I do have one question.
Shoot, my man.
Yeah, considering the type of people that you at least somewhat know, or maybe you've heard around. Heard anything about a guy named Gourmand?
Oh,
Something tells me you know at least something.
I'm gonna roll this privately.
the name rings a bell. Give me a little bit. I'll see if I can.
He sort of looks over to his tiny drawer.
This is not all of my documents. Like I said, I've been alive for a really long time, so after a while, all the thoughts just sort of tin can up there. Next time you see me, ask me again. I'll see if I can remember something.
All right. I'm just really fast. I give him a description. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of figured out how he looks, but the basic stuff just to help him jog his memory next time. See you later, Pea Wizard.
That name. Can I tell you something real quick?
You didn't choose it, did you?
Wizard to Wizard.
Yeah.
I made that name when I was like 20.
Oh,
I am no longer 20. Oh my fucking god, do I want to change it every day, but everyone remembers Pea Wizard, so if I want any notoriety, I need to... Anyway.
Sometimes you write yourself into a corner, brother.
Yeah, I feel that. Have a great night, champ.
All right. I'm going to try to climb down. There's not like a bunch of peas in that trash can, is there? In the dumpster?
Oh, no, it's just regular garbage.
All right.
That's
All
more
right.
comforting than the peas.
All right. And see you later.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Abacadabra. And then you climb out of the dumpster.
Climb like calmly and just walk out.
You see Hill is finally sort of wringing out his giant cloak with the inundation of pea soup.
Can I make a quick medicine check on Hill?
Yeah, sure.
13.
He looks as though he has been repeatedly doused with scalding pea soup, but relatively he looks like physically fine, if not a little banged up.
Lily's gonna look him up and down, see the burns, pop in a vaporizer charge, and just hand it over to him.
Oh, thank you.
Jeez. You okay, brother?
Why did you do this? Oh, that's actually quite nice. That was like a punch in my lungs. Ow. Thank you.
Good, right?
He sort of lays like he like hands it to you and sort of misses as he's like looking forward.
She takes it
goes-
back and then switches it back and just takes a nice hit.
Well, folks, let us venture forth.
Oh, he looks like dazed.
Do you need a moment, Hill? I can give you like 5
No.
minutes, maybe 10.
Man, the last time My aunt did that to me. I did. Oh,
You have an aunt?
she's an alcoholic. It's fine. Let's go. You guys. Oh, I'll follow behind. I need a moment to collect myself.
I will take charge. Richard, would you mind giving me the back?
No, you really got to work on your English, brother.
It is called common, you idiot. Is this the right way to go, I think?
Yeah. So, as you walk out of the alleyway, you come back to the just general side of Soontown, popping out of this portion. For context as well, I've edited it, but every square is about 60 feet. So as you walk out, you definitely see looks about as quiet as it did before. Above here, the P Hell sign has almost, as soon as it was there, it is now gone. And now there's just a big puddle of soup in the front, sort of inundating the dry grass in front. And yeah, you're free to go out and see as much as you can. Hill does actually, as you exit, say, so I didn't find much inside my foray. It sounded like you three had something a bit more illuminating. Is the Pea Wizard still in there? What are we leaving?
So you won't believe this, but I entered into a secret hallway that separated me from everybody else. Right?
Oh,
So I ended up going down like this weird, very warm, damp hall. There was a bunch of statues that were shooting out pea soup, and a bunch of pea monsters came attacking me. Fortunately, I am a very good shot, and I killed every single one of them. That is around the time I saw this passageway. I jumped through and landed into the garbage. And that's where I ran into you, Hill.
I see. That's
Yeah, I think this wizard was just messing with us because for me, I just had like a giant room, like it was like huge, and all that was in that room was in the middle. It was just like there was a door, but before I got to the door, there was just a little kind of what's it called, a pedestal, and it just had like a plate and a single pea, and it had a note that said "Peas to meet you," and that's it. And then that's it.
wow. That
I opened the
sucks.
door and it led to the dumpster, and now I'm here.
I had to drink an entire can of pea soup before I could get out.
as your group sort of convenes and talks about the terrible time that you had, you see at the top of the museum, Pea Wizard, less like he's flying and more like someone grabbed his asset in like Photoshop and just threw him to the other side. He just flies in a direction and he says, "You'll never catch me," to allow your group a bit of sort of free reign to explore the park as you will.
Dude, I don't know why, but the way you said that, it just reminds me of that one guy from Adventure Time. The one who's like, "I'm naked!" And he's like dancing around.
So as you hear that, yeah, you have one key and point of interest so far. Boo-doo-doo-doo, right over here, where what looks to be telegram poles were seen when you first entered, as well as where Forger said that he would be when you needed him. The staff building is the next place that you can check. However, there are several other attractions about the place, and if you would like to start somewhere else, feel free to do so.
Do we dare visit other place before we go back to building of stuff?
I guess it's kind of up to you guys. I'm up for either or.
I believe that a proper investigation would lead us to believe that the Pea Wizard probably finds entertainment to be something that he wishes to pervert. So
I am going to check out Darts in Dark. Luckily, I am able to see in dark, so I can play this game and not necessarily fair.
We're not here to play games.
I know this. However, if he is in there, he's probably trying to play game.
We probably shouldn't split up too much for, we don't want to be cut off again.
Yeah, we
So,
don't want to split up.
At least teams of two. Iska, you go with I keep forgetting people's names.
My name is Hill. If
No,
that
not
is
you. No, I'm. I was gonna say you go with.
Sal Happy Scale.
Yes, I know, big guy.
Lily, got it. I will go with Lily.
Yes, I was gonna say Lily. I don't know why I forgot her name.
You see, you cannot remember because you have too much on your mind. You need to loosen up the mind juices.
You guys should get a plaque like me.
Hill, do you have some kind of flare or something in case something happens?
That is. And he will root around within his jacket for a minute before pulling out what looks to be a piece of parchment that is within a little glass tube, almost like a pneumatic tube. And inside you see a little sizzling edge that crackles inside the tube. And he says, it's not really meant for it, but this shoots off something that is comparable to a typical firebolt spell. If you uncork it and point it towards the direction you wish to signal, I suppose that'll be better than nothing.
So, Richard, you have Thunderclap, correct?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So I think we should split up with Iska and Richard going together, because I don't have magic that's very loud, and then Hill and me. That way we can contact each other if something happens.
Give me a quick insight, anyone who's looking at Hill.
Another unnatural 20. What the fuck?
Okay. Anyone who got above a 15,
I got a 3.
He seems genuinely surprised that Lille offered immediately to be the one with him. You two sort of like create a plan of action. Do you two have team names?
Well, I don't think it's that big of a thing, so just Team A and Team B.
Okay, who's Team
Pink
A?
Pigeon. We're Pink Pigeon.
Okay, Team A and Team Pink Pigeon.
Yeah.
Where's Team A going?
Fuck it. We're going to Darts in the Dark. Me and Reese.
Alrighty.
Me and Ishka.
We'll go to,
then-
I think, Make a Golem.
Alrighty. So, as your group split up, which way are you going? Are you just going through Innovation Square to get to the Darts in the Dark?
Yeah.
What direction are you two going?
I mean, is there like a door anywhere here? I don't see any.
Yeah, well, so here there would be... This is a map of the buildings, so it wouldn't have the doors. It's just like the one that you're looking at right now. Would you, Iska and Richard, please roll me one between the two of you, initiative, and Lille, please roll me one as well to see who
Not 20.
All right.
talk to first. Okay.
Yeah, 3. You guys go first.
All
That's
right.
fine.
So yeah, Iska and Richard, passing past Innovation Square, you see just several like animatronic, what looks to be servers and stuff, getting ready for the day, and going around the side, you head to the storefront for Darts in the Dark, which looks to be some sort of like laser tag sort of thing, but with these very heavy looking sort of magnetic darts rotating on signs above it. And as you head to the front, you see there seems to be a clerk at the front desk, like behind, one of those like movie theater ticket things where the person behind it just tells you how much the ticket is and stuff. The door to the side of it, to the left, appears to be locked as the person behind the door looks up to you, walking through, and says, you see this person, which looks to be another sort of animatronic, who says, "Well, hello there. Welcome to Darts in the Dark. Are you two here under official business,
Yep.
How can I help you today?
We are looking for a strange man wearing peace-colored robe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe I've seen anyone of that description. Could I
Yes.
possibly interest you in a whole lot of fun with weighty metal magnets?
Really fast. Also, have you seen anyone else? Like maybe some people that don't exactly look like they have the best intentions in mind?
I do believe I saw some new security detail today. However, when I asked for their strange outfits, they simply said that they were new hires. They provided proper identification, and quite honestly, they were very nice.
Hmm. Weird how they were able to get that so fast. Oh, I guess these guys are good. Ishka, what do you think?
This does seem a bit suspicious. Maybe we should take a look.
Yeah. Where was the last place you saw them? Like, where'd they go?
Oh, they simply walked past this place towards, I believe, I am actually not sure.
Yeah.
They look up for a second and then you see them processing. It looks as though they have like a little twitch in their neck. Before looking back to you and giving that response.
Shit.
That's not normal.
No, it is not. Ah, man. I don't think there's much normal about a living animatronic, so, but.
Yeah, freak! Says Sal Havenskill.
So, you were literally, okay, I'm not
I'm a
gonna
real
lie.
boy.
Okay. I'm not touching that. All right.
Your pet dog seems quite abrasive.
Yeah, practically.
Is there anything else I can help you with, you two?
Ishka, you got any questions?
No. It seems that he does not really know where anyone is, let alone himself.
It appears as though my connection to the security screens has been altered. This is very strange.
How so?
I'm not sure. I simply cannot access them.
Uh-oh.
Shit. They probably know where we are then. All right,
You-
let's go
you-
back to the other.
You
What's up?
hear in the background, bum, bum, bum.
Who the fuck did that?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Like you just see like Richard like looking left to right. Who did that? All
Some
right,
fucking
we should-
empty Metal Gear Solid's music starts playing.
Oh. All right, Ishka. Maybe we should get back to the others if they're watching us right now. Probably now that they see we're split up. I didn't think they'd be able to have so much like eyes on us.
Yeah, we should probably get over to where they're at.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm
Alrighty.
assuming while that's
And-
happening.
About, let's say 5 minutes before that interaction, or I suppose during that interaction, Lily and Hill come around the corner to the Mecha Golem station. You see the door right here.
Hmm?
You also see what looks to be an open garage with someone. They look to be a skewer, which are these. They're not yogurt, in fact. They're part rodent, part simian, with sort of invertebrate plates on their arms and back, which folds out into beetle or honeybee-esque fluffy wings.
Oh, that's cool.
This person who looks to be covered in sort of engine grease and stuff is just sitting on the curb and sort of having a smoke. Looks over to you and quickly puts it out as he realizes that you have come for probably official business given your badges and stuff. And he says, he sort of like puts it out on the actual curb and says, yeah, hi there. You're not inspectors, are you?
Not in any way that would get you in trouble for taking a smoke break, no.
Oh, Mask Alive. Okay, that's very good. How can I help you two today, inspectors?
We're currently searching for a rogue man with a pea-colored robe. He's a little wizard guy, dwarven, shrieks a lot.
Yeah, that, God, yeah, he was really shrill. I didn't see him around here. I do think I heard him sort of northish. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. I'm trying to get some stuff done. After this, he says as he looks down at himself. Did you have any idea as to are you here for the electrical problems at all, or?
No, not at all. We're here to deal with a couple other issues. Another question. Have you seen anything suspicious or strange around the park recently?
Oh man.
Anything out of
don't
place. Anything helps.
Think so? No, I'm pretty sure not.
What about those electrical problems? What's that all about?
Oh, that. So I just got a call in from head telegram that says apparently the animatronics are having a hard time connecting to the security systems. We can still look through them fine enough, but we can't find anyone with the connection to it amongst the animatronic staff. It's weird and I don't like it, but
All of them have gone offline like this?
basically all of them, yeah.
I'm no tech
The
whiz,
first
but
one that was
doesn't-
reported was from the what was it? The tram station, I think, down to the southeast, but after investigating, it seems as though all of them have been taken off.
I think I look at Hill. I'm no tech whiz. I don't know half as much as most people about this stuff, but that sounds like sabotage to me.
You see Hill also says, I would agree. I do believe that routine maintenance is something that you would typically perform. Is that correct? And the grease monkey says, yeah, we usually do, except today, one of our engineers, name's Jumpin' Spider, she just... Don't get mad at us. She got drunk last night and she lost her tools, so we've been sort of preoccupied trying to get those. They're just all around the place and we can't find the rest of them, so we've been a little preoccupied with that. But as for today, I just have Funhouse Floor, our third mechanic, just over by the security room trying to get that fixed up. Oh, I should have said my name. I'm really sorry. He extends one of his like gloved hands and says, my name is Gonna Do All. Nice to meet you.
Lily shakes his hand.
He sort of nods and says, so, is there anything else I can help you with? I'm a mechanic for the rides and the animatronics, but if you need some back up on, I don't know, hitting someone, I don't know.
I don't think we could, in good conscience, involve a park worker with this. If it gets dangerous, that would be on our heads, you know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna go look into the
Yeah.
security issue.
Sounds good.
You have a good day, or something.
You as well. Let me know if you
Awkward
need
end
anything.
to the conversation.
And he just walks into the office. Yeah. You do see that he walks into this sort of like garage between the Mecha Golem and the Rocket Dogs. So if you need to see him again, he's in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then just as you see him walk away and you go towards that area, the two from Team A reconvene with you. Coming
Yeah.
around the
Let's
corner,
listen
you
then.
two see Lille and Hill.
We have some troubling news.
Is it about the security system?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard the same thing. That's got to be
Apparently-
sabotage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially considering how it looks like somebody else might have access to the cameras, so they probably see
Yeah.
us right now.
That's not good.
That is very not
You-
good.
You would know as well. They're not technically cameras. Looking around the sort of dry grass plodden streets, you note that there are these like screens that are plastered alongside the buildings intermittently that have like little advertisements for the buildings that they're attached to and like other attractions, sort of like a multi-use sign. But the ones that are affixed to buildings particularly have this sort of iridescent glow, almost as if they are also magical in some sense. You get the impression that's probably what they're talking about by the security screens.
I think probably our best course of action, instead of doing the staff building, checking out security. This does
Yeah.
bear investigation. If somebody has compromised the security of this place, something bad could go down. Something real bad.
Yeah, weirdly enough, whoever did it was able to get security clearance, which was interesting to say the least.
Yeah. And you do note as well that this building across does seem to have the signage for both like offices and like security.
Oh, okay. So the staff building also has security. Yeah. Okay. Then.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you heading to the office, or are you going somewhere else first?
No, I think that's probably, at least I personally think that's probably our best course of action. Getting to security and seeing what the hell's going on.
Alrighty. Yeah. Grouping up and walking towards the building, you would see. Just 1 second, double checking to make sure that everything looks good. Yes, it does. Okay, beautiful. Walking up to the offices, you guys see like a few benches. The tram line ride to the left seems to run not just along, but it like curves up and over the staff building alongside it, creating this very like incorporated with the buildings and structure of this like entire quote unquote town is just this giant railway ride. And then as it arches over, you see this building's 2 stories. There doesn't look to be an obvious entrance into the bottom story, but this one is marked on top that says not just offices, but also security. 1 for each door.
I'm just gonna walk up and open the door.
Alrighty. Yeah, walking up, you see a small staircase over at a raised position, maybe 5 feet up. And then
Can
another
I just say, like,
10.
out of character, I fucking hate staircases like that. Why the fuck you gotta bring, like raise up the floor 5 feet? Come on. It's so
yeah,
dumb.
You see over past the railing, sort of peeking over a very tall desk, you see what looks to be a dwarven gentleman. Looks over and says, "Oh, hey there! Welcome to the offices. You're the inspectors that Forger said, right?"
That would be correct.
"Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I want to be an inspector one day. How can I help you?"
Which way to security, sir?
"Oh, that's just the door next door." Points over to the one right there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna check the door before I open it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got an at 1.
Ooh, unfortunate.
The door does not appear to be trapped.
I
and
think
yeah,
this door is okay.
Hold
You
on.
see outside as well that the
Okay, now I'm
the
ready to go.
trailway comes back from over the ceiling and down into the turn.
Richard can't fucking do that. He doesn't know. He rolled
No,
a
I know. That was just a joke.
I
But it
know.
was the
was
fact that he
funny.
rolled the 1.
Iska's just like, oh, it doesn't seem like it's trapped, and he just willingly puts his hand on it and opens the door.
Yeah. You feel free to. Opening the door, you see another one of those skier technicians who's looking over a fairly barren-looking radio system before returning to what looks to be a series of like mechanics and screens, and then back to the radio system and back and forth. And as you open the door, they look at you and they say, "Oh, Hello. How can I help you?
Hello, we have a couple of questions.
Yeah, sure
We
thing. As
have
long as
been-
you're doing my work.
we are a part of the Jex Guild, and we have been sent to investigate some weird happenings. As it turns out, we may have some news that you might want to hear.
That sounds good enough for me, yeah.
It seems that the security system has been taken.
See, that's the thing. I can't see anything tampered with in here. I've been looking around. So I'm part of the communications tech team, but next door they have the tellies as well. I can't see any forms of sabotage or anything really. I don't think that it's a tech problem because, oh man, yeah, I got nothing. You see them like look through like the rubbish bin even a little bit, like pulling out little notes and stuff, and they don't see
Rubbish
anything, so they
bin.
just toss it back. They start like upturning the cards to see if they can find any clues. They don't see anything.
I think Lily speaks up. I'm not exactly all up to date with technology and all that, but it's still primarily magical at its base. So couldn't someone possibly interfere with it with a long range spell of some kind on a large scale?
Well, see, that's the thing, right? The telecommunications, the radio telegraphs, are actually built for specifically non-magical communication. Since the forests and stuff are really magically sensitive and they sort of fuck with magic if they go through too long, they're typically made to sort of not interfere with that sort of thing. And then whenever they need emergent communication, then they don't interrupt any of the natural forces at work with the primal magic. And since Soontown is supposed to be like, you know, a pinnacle of engineering and, you know, start of an era, whatever, the head guy, what's fucking, he's such a nonce, Forger. Forger said that it has to be, to prove that we're like ahead of the curve. He erected a bunch of these radios here, and he points to this one. These are receivers for the head-up sort of office next door, which I don't know why they have one here as well. It's really inefficient. And then whenever something important comes up, then our people in the park instantly know without having to spend any magic or whatever have you. But this time, the radio telegraph and the security systems, which are also magic, but don't use magic transmission for their actual like connection to the animatronics. It's just cables and wiring. I can't, unless someone specifically cut every single wire relating to optics for every animatronic in the park over the course of one night, I do not believe that that is possible to sabotage. The only other thing I could imagine is if they, like, took down the entire system somehow, but we're talking through the radio telegraphs just fine. Like, he presses the button, the little silver button here, and he says, "Hey there, Audrey, you hear me?" And both through the wall next door and through the radio, you hear,
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
"Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about."
All right. Well, again, I don't understand technology, but I do understand a little bit of magic. And is it not possible for someone to change how the wires work with it? I don't know. I still think it's.
I mean, they have to be really intensely good with wires and technology, which is, to be quite honest with you, a pretty polarizing set of skills.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. If you need anything, I think I might just start individually checking the wires of each animatronic and just check to see if it's something to do with the baseline or He just starts mumbling like techno jargon, like
Technobabble,
jargon. Yeah.
Maybe the
Um,
cot hiker of
Yeah.
the sprint wicker is
The,
fucking
the,
broken or
the
something.
Phalanges.
conflux conduit. Yeah.
Yeah, all the fucking technobabble. I hate technobabble.
You know what? So, because we haven't had anyone in the animatronic staff who can look through the security screens, our new LPOs have just been wandering the place and recommendation just to see if we can find any intruders. If you see any, just speak to. I think the name was oh gosh, Kushen and Left. Yes, Kushen and Left are our current on duty security detail. At least that's what
New
they said.
hires, you say?
Yeah, new hires.
Okay.
Apparently today.
Hmm.
But hey, if any day to get a new security force, then why not the day of opening, huh?
Yeah, sorry, that was another time dilation that we forgot to announce. We had to eat and stuff, so we're good now.
And big piss.
The big pisses, lots of
Big
big peepees.
pissies. Big pissies.
AV has
No more pee.
such big peepees. So many
Pee
of
is
them.
done. Now it's just piss. So yeah, you guys sort of conclude your conversation with Funhouse floor, and as you you look about the office, is there anything else inside this place that you would like to do before you go
No,
to your next destination?
I personally am done. Anyone else got anything to do?
No, I'm good.
I
Okay.
am good.
Beautiful. Then yeah, Hill will exit first and say, "That was helpful, but also not. I'm concerned about what leads that we might have already."
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should. I'm not quite sure what to do at this point. I mean, maybe we can go for Pea Wizard, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like we should probably be focusing on this part because something in my gut tells me this is important.
Hill will say, part of my mind feels as though if we're close to the forms of bureaucracy within this park, then at least to some extent we can understand the documented dealings within, and perhaps that can illuminate some things.
Sure. I don't really understand bureaucracy. I'm gonna be quite honest. So, I'll just.
If they
I'll
kept
just not-
logs of things that they talked about over either dealings or if they had some form of new partner bring in the security team, perhaps that was the person that we're looking for.
I do have the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
Let me turn you up a little
Well,
bit.
Yeah.
As he looks down at his watch, we have about 15 minutes down so far, so another 45, and I suppose we'll at least know that we won't be getting a bonus.
Let's go back in and ask about those logs. If they've got hiring logs, we might be able to figure out who exactly hired those new hires.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey there!
Oh God, damn it. His accent is
I corrupted
infectious.
you!
I do not suppose
All
you.
under my dark influence. Sorry, go ahead.
I do not suppose you have a hiring log of people recently given job at park here.
Oh, that's sort of more of a big boss sort of thing. He's. Oh, sorry, I ate a lot of sandwich before this. The boss is over in his office if you want to talk to him. I'm his personal assistant.
I will be knocking very nicely.
I appreciate that. I like it when people knock nicely.
All right.
Thank you.
He sort
Did
of
he
stares
point
at
the
you.
way?
Thanks. Oh, it's down that way.
Oh, okay.
He'll sort of
Yeah, we'll
look
just
at them and says, "Where after that? Oh, down the hall." Okay.
Until like the right or left.
Apparently to the hall, so I don't.
No, I guess
He
there's
shrugs.
only one room. Wait,
Inside the office, you also see several different people in the same outfit, just sort of typing away and stuff.
yeah.
Walking down this hallway, you see a rather official-looking, just sort of business place. You see a nice piece of art that depicts a steam train that's going through a forest. The door seems to be written. Yeah, it says forger.
Would you care to knock, Richard?
Yeah, sure.
You hear from behind the door. Come in.
What?
He
What
said,
did they
"Come
say?
in."
That's what I thought.
Not on me.
Hello?
Oh, hey, any luck? Any luck at all? Any luck?
Yes and no. We're gonna need those records for the new hires you just got.
He's tapping his foot sort of underneath the desk. And he says, new hires.
New security
okay.
hires.
I don't know about which specific ones there are. I'm sorry, I have a lot of stuff. The main thing that I got. Sorry, I forgot I had an accent. He sort of starts rummaging through a very packed and full.
If it helps, I do believe they were hired specifically today. Their names were what, Left and something?
He sort of looks through the new hires folder, and he pulls out a small binder that says, okay, yeah, no, right here. And he sort of slides over a small, what looks to be just a little binder for 2 resumes. They seem to be fairly standard loss prevention officer sort of things, you know, just like get in an outfit, walk around amongst the people. If you see someone sus, then confront, you know. The 2 resumes seem to be for 2 wood elven people, and the pictures look fairly generic. They look like normal people.
Hey, Richard, you mind taking a look at this? Does this check out to you? I
let me
hand him the
see.
binder.
Let me see. Do I have to roll an investigation?
You can also ask to roll investigation if you'd like to see if you can discern anything deeper.
Yeah, I'll do that right now then.
Yeah, the way I figure it, he would have a better eye for this kind of thing.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you see that the 2 seem to have regular work with just sort of being busybodies. It looks like Kushen was some sort of like professional bodyguard, and Left did bouncing. The 2 of them seem like security guards.
I'm
Can
seeing
I make
much.
an insight roll on their pictures? I think they're too
Yeah, sure.
normal.
Sure, go ahead.
22.
Okay. You would note 2 things. Looking a bit closer at the fairly grainy sort of photos, you note that the background for Left is tilted to the left side, as if someone took the photograph camera and put it on its side to accommodate for her head. And Kushen appears to have very, very faintly, you note that he looks a little dirty on it. Which is weird for a resume.
Yeah, I don't know. Something doesn't add up with this in my gut. I've been around in the city long enough to know that like you take the best of the best pictures you can when you do a resume, right? That he's looking a little disheveled over there. Kushena or whatever.
He says it's Kushen.
Kushen, thank you. Kushen looks like he's not taking care of himself. And for some reason, Left is literally a tilted camera. Something doesn't add up here. I don't like it. My gut's telling me it's not good. And with that, I would like to give Siege the help action.
Okay.
I would like to add something here, but frankly, I'm going to tell you outright, I don't think Iska's straight up knows what that resume is.
These are weird pieces of paper.
He's just looking at this and he's like,
Why are there
looks,
people?
He looks at them and he goes, "This man is dirty, but it's clear he worked hard."
I would like to specify.
Go ahead.
He doesn't look like he just put his face in a pile of slop. It looks like he just hasn't bathed for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, never mind then. I was about to say, it looks like he was just fucking working hard. No, he just looks like he doesn't bathe. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you helping with me?
I'm helping
me
you with your investigation. I'm basically I'm using the help action to let you roll again because
Okay.
Lily took a look at this. It doesn't add up, and she's basically pointing out a couple details that just don't add up at all. And I'm
Alright.
using that as a reason to give you the help action.
Let's see. Show me the money. That was a 6. I am rolling bad today.
There's not much else you seem to be able to glean from this. It looks like these are pretty stand-up, like not like weirdly clean, just like they're just resumes. Like the photos are weird and like they seem a little abstract, but to the same extent that any adventurer would be, you know, like they're not freaks. They just seem to be regular resumes.
This is not my forte, which is why I did not do this at first. I wanted to roll insight to point something out to give him help, but I'm going to give it a shot. Investigation.
For what?
For something that looks it's just anything out of place. Something, maybe it's too normal, maybe it's just...
I will say, after having looked at this for a long time, I will start to raise DCs for you to find anything else, just
That's
because,
fine.
like, you are sort of retreading ground and keep coming up with nothing. But please, please
I just
roll
figured
one more time.
I'd at least try one last time.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Mm.
Natural fucking 20.
Damn.
I was hoping for it.
Oh man, Richard's gonna look like an idiot.
So looking at these resumes, they do appear to be coordinated. Like the two of them made them together to apply together. The one thing that's strange about it is looking closer and closer over and over again. You're like, this is weird, right? There's no way that these two.
Yeah, just something in my gut just tells me that
So many
off.
fishy things about this thing. Looking at it more and more, you look at the like so deep into the things that would be associated with it that like other people would think is just psychotic. So you start looking at like the grain of the paper even. And as you look at it, for a moment your eye glances down, and this is insane for most other people, but you deal with so many types of different salts and sugars and liquids, all of which are almost practically the same color.
Don't I?
You taste it. It's paper. It smells like the same cardstock that was outside in the hall, and the cardstock that's in here. These resumes were made inside this building.
These resumes were not created outside. Smell this. Just smell this. I hand it over to Iska.
Let me get a good whiff of this. Let me
I pick up like
with my good old
a business card on the table.
Yeah, you see several different letters that are all like of the same cardstock. Yeah.
Is this is this an advantage? Because
absolutely yes.
Okay. And this is investigation.
I'd say perception. Yeah.
You're right. Perception. Modified 23.
That'll do it. Okay. Yeah.
They smell the same, right?
It is absolutely the same cardstock. In fact, you think it might be the same like card as this room's, like you see a little fucking like on the shelf over here, you see in the shelf there's a little printer.
You see Iska just walk over to the printer here. He takes out the paper and he also puts it up to his nose.
It is identical.
This is the exact same paper as this right here.
Yeah, these resumes were made on site.
That's okay. I've not been in my office the entire day, but how? That's not possible.
Take a look. Take a close look. It's the same card stock you're using inside this office.
Well, but like my PA would know. He's the one who
Not if
lets
someone's
people
trying.
in.
Not if someone got in covertly, or if someone's trying to sabotage something.
Iska gets a very serious face and immediately starts running towards the door.
All right.
Well,
You head to the door. What's up?
He thinks it's the PA.
yeah, I was thinking that a little, but like, I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but these two, they
Maybe.
came here to get hired. Likely for nefarious reasons, to be quite blunt.
As Lily is saying this, Iska, opening the door, you see this gentleman and this lady. There are two people outside the door who seem to be walking up towards the door. They are a fairly normal-looking top-haired elf with a clean, side-shaven haircut and a smile somewhere between personal and smarmy. He wears a full brown suit with a matching dapper top hat and long-cut jacket, which both have sequential silvery studs going down their length, accentuating the already somewhat plush and pillow-like fabric they're made out of. And then this person is a little more gaunt than her counterpart, with longer cedar hair that almost falls to the side of her neck, as it is craned to the left at a hard angle, like she stared at a TV sideways for too long and it got stuck that way. She wears a somewhat oversized set of dirty green overalls on top of a billowing white flower-patterned blouse, finalized by an old-looking pine-hued scarf. As you open the door, this gentleman here says, "Oh, hello. I have been told that there are inspectors, and I am, as part of security, been looking for people to talk to. You are them, I assume, yes?
That is me.
What a wonderful thing to time. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Phineas Christian. Allow me to shake your hand."
I think while the door opens, Lily's gonna look at Hill and then glance to, what the fuck is his name again? The head guy, Roger or something?
Forger.
Forger, thank you. I'm just gonna put my finger to my lips with like a knowing look.
Mm-hmm.
Iska just kind of takes the silver pendant that he usually has, and like, I'm gonna do a sleight of hand so that way I can see if I can do this.
I thought we established that your gloved hand has silver built into it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm using my gloved hand and I'm shaking his hand, and with it I'm just absent-mindedly just touching him a little bit with the silver.
The moment you meet contact with his hand, you hear a and he retracts his hand for a second and says, "Oh shit, what the fuck is in your hand?" It is clearly the moment that he touched the silver.
So,
Oh shit!
it seems to me
Oh.
you are not a big fan of... And he pulls out an arrow. Silver.
Oh my fucking god, every time there's a fucking monster hunter, it has to be right where we're working! Fuck! Ugh, left. And you see left immediately pull out a crossbow. Please roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Let's go!
Yeah.
I think the moment that happens, I look at Hill. No time to explain. Assassins, get ready for battle.
Ah, shit.
I just called him out hardcore.
That was fucking good. We've never been able to have a moment to use your silver like that. Oh my god. That is roleplay fucking godhood. 15.
Modified 22.
I got an 8.
As left is pulling out a crossbow, Iska, you immediately catch that out of the corner of your eye. What are you doing?
Just moving over to the side, pulling out my bow, taking my silver arrow, loading it, and aiming for this guy right here.
Yeah, she. Since you went behind a wall, she will have partial cover.
What about the guy right there?
I mean, it's also a little unwieldy. I assume if you do that, that's also within the disadvantage range, right?
It is. Until he gets a feat for it.
I have my weapon drawn, but I can cast Sacred Flame, targeting this one over here, who just drew their crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So so I'm gonna do that. They have to succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Beautiful.
Cold
All right.
hand, honestly.
So then, she will roll a dexterity saving throw. I believe that's a 14.
Oh, they save.
As you sort of shoot out a spark of brilliant bestial light, what does it look like as you use that magic?
Iska backs into the corner there. He pulls out his he puts out his hand with the silver on it, and with like the silver, he just kind of like flicks it against his palm, and you see like a bright like white light flash before a blaze of fire shoots out and goes towards this person, left, right.
All right. Flashing past the head of Phineas, who says, "Ah, fucking shit," and slamming right into the craned to the left side neck of left, who doesn't say anything. They just sort of. You deal. How much radiant damage is that?
6. Half of 6 is 3.
Lily.
Oh, it's working!
It is. I just forgot to hit start combat.
We forgot to replace it with the new ones too, didn't we? We'll do that next
Yeah,
time.
it's whatever. Yeah.
All right. I am going to move down left, and then give this guy a face full of Eldritch Blast. It does a 15 hit.
15 just hits, yes.
Perfect. On a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage and then must make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the end of its next turn.
Alrighty. Please.
4 damage
so.
and then a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, they take 4 damage and
Nice.
they fail the save. So you shoot this grog into them. You see, Kushon says,
Oh, shoot, that is cold.
and in the portion that you like frost over, you see that he was opening his coat to grab something from inside the torso area, and you just shoot that little frost into the portion of his like jacket where his collarbone is exposed. You see the portion of his skin that would be frosted over instead crumbles. And the poison does not take effect as you see the portions that fall over falls to dirt on the ground.
Oh shit.
I really do not like being just... Oh, man, I don't like being hit, I don't think.
And then is that all of your turn?
Fuck it. I'm gonna
You
use
have
alchemical
2
vaporizer.
charges, I believe, right?
I have 1 charge left. I used
One charge,
one of
okay.
them earlier. I'm going
Okay.
to use the painful cloud. When exhaled into somebody's eyes, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 10 plus my con modifier. On a failed save, they are considered under the blinded condition until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So another con saving throw. It does not work if they have blind sight, tremor sight, or true sight.
I believe a unnatural 20, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely gonna pass.
You do blow that fog in their face, but this time he sort of lowers his hat in front of his eyes and just like wafts it away and says, "That is really rude," before putting it back on his head, showing his matted but still stylish hairstyle.
Yeah, well, I mean, taking a contract on our lives is also really rude, so, you know.
Hey, people got to eat. Not us, but some people. Hill is up next. Now, Hill is going to, seeing the immediate danger, pull out a small little stuffed animal, a pink tiger, which he throws over Richard's shoulders and gives him the mage armor spell. He will sort of stand back for a moment, and you see him look through his jacket before pulling out a set of darts, and sort of just get ready to throw them whenever the hallway is less full. And then finally, I think that's it, yeah. Richard, what are you doing?
Right now, I am just gonna throw an Eldritch Blast the way of the of who's the guy right in front of us?
Kushen.
That'll be a 22.
Damn.
Beautiful. Yeah, that hits.
I got a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hold up that pistol that you have, sort of charging that energy, and the barrel of it almost seems to pulse with that
Bless.
same like that like odd. What does your magic look like when you're just shooting out in raw offensive form?
I mean, if I had to kind of guess how it would look like, it kind of just... I would assume it just looks like the gun, and it just kind of, you see the barrel light up a little bit before the magic comes out.
All right. So yeah, then not even really like
I respect
thrumming,
that.
just like
not super flashy, just
a subdued, just
pure
like
magic.
crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that like bolt shoots out and slams him right in the face.
Can I add a tiny bit of flavor?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, since I'm right in front of him, I think like Lily feels that thrum of magic and just quickly like dashes aside so he has a clear line of sight.
Okay. Yeah. Shooting him through the head with another 7, you said?
Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay, wonderful. You puncture a portion of the ear, which just falls off and crumbles as well into soil.
Yikes.
Which he looks down at and he says, I was really looking forward to an easy job today, and you are not making that the case.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of the point.
Okay, well, that's not appreciated. Are you doing anything
And
else?
neither is the fact that you're trying to kill us. But I guess that's just how the fucking cookie crumbles, or ear in this case.
There's the funny
He looks
detective
mildly
man.
upset.
Mauled, teeth, crumble, cope.
Are you doing anything else?
Okay, then I'm just gonna go like right there.
Okay. You gain cover from left. So, Lily, seeing you get in the door frame, Kushan will look at you for a moment and say, "You look big. I wonder how well you'll fall." And he takes his top hat off, and you see underneath it, in the middle of his skull, there's just a sword planted through his head that he draws out of his own skull, as well as pulling what looks to be a knife out of his chest, which, as he flashes it open for a second, you see his stomach and his torso are just full of knives.
Oh, that's
and not
fucking
like
cool. Pin cushion. Yeah, pin cushion. That's great.
cushion. Yes, you got
That's
it.
pretty good.
He pulls the two out before looking to you and says, "At least fight me with swords. I'm used to that." And then he will
Sorry,
make.
no.
Hey, could you make it convenient for me to fight you? No, fuck off.
I'm a chef. Thank
He'll
you
make
very much.
3 attacks against you.
Oh my goodness!
All right. Armor class 15.
You take 8 points of piercing and slashing, respectively.
Oh.
So 4 of slashing, 4 of piercing. So with that, he sort of stabs at you for a second before.
I think like one of them gets deflected by the pan as he goes for a strike.
He tries to like stab up your arm as you use that, and then he, seeing that you seem mainly unaffected, he will step back to get out of range. You may attack of opportunity.
Attack
either
of opportunity.
Okay.
Yes.
Bow shot, go. 15?
A 15 will hit. However, he will attempt to parry it with his sword.
Yeah, I got a 14. I don't hit.
Okay. So yeah, his AC is added to 2, so he gets a 17 AC. Unfortunately, deflecting your bow shot, Iska. So he just raises his sword, deflecting it and off the side, and he says, I prefer daggers. If you can get one of those and then try, I promise you I'll try not to deflect that one." And then he will keep stepping back 5, 10, 15 before setting down his top hat once again, shoving his sword back into his head and returning the top hat. It is Left's turn now, who will, looking at the current situation, also move back 10, 15,
Obviously, I don't get the attack of opportunity.
No.
Yeah, because that'd be busted. That would be busted.
30. Moving over here behind the chairs to provide herself and provide you some difficulty with getting to her. She will pull up a crossbow. It looks to be a heavy crossbow. And reels back. You hear the sounds of clanking armor inside of her baggy clothing, which seems to indicate that she's wearing something pretty hefty underneath. And as her bow sort of creaks forward and she reels it back very haggardly, you hear the creaking of bones and sinew, as if she herself is like made out of some fucking gross shit. And she aims at you, not even like aiming, it's just the way that her head always is. She looks at you through one dead eye and fires a bolt towards you, Lily. It was a 20, but it was cocked. So I want to be clear. I am being a fair DM.
That's fair.
11. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 doesn't hit. Armor class 15, okay. So it probably like hits the big table that she carries around.
She lets fly just like a what looks to be a sharpened stick that just thuds into the back of your table.
Man, that's a really sharp skewer.
She sort of looks at you, and then
just
that's it.
Oh, that's great.
And then it is Iska again.
Before Iska takes his turn, I was wondering if I could do something with him. On his turn, can we agree to do a free object interaction with him, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hand him the chicken breast. This large, juicy main course is the staple of poultry-based cuisine. Once consumed, you may take the dash action as a bonus action on each of your turns for the duration. It lasts 1 minute. It, however, will take you an action to eat unless I feed it to you for an action. Just shove it down your throat.
So you just shove it down my throat. Got it.
I can, I'm just letting you know, if you go in, I could also just do it on my turn to use up my action. It's up to you how you want to handle this.
I mean, honestly, they're out of my range at this point, and I don't want them to get away, so I am probably going to dash towards them and try to cut them off from behind, if you want me to be honest.
Okay, then yeah, I would
want
just
them to get away.
I would just, I guess I would hand it to you.
I'm going to swap weapons real quick. Switch to Silver Sword. I'm going to eat the breast.
Okay. Me on a Sunday night.
And I'm going to dash now. And
he does that every
work?
night. Eating breasts, I mean.
Yeah.
Can you, like, not?
You will have to... no, yeah. Never mind, sorry. I forgot that moving through allies isn't an action.
So
you will
25.
take one object not one object, but one what's it called? Attack of opportunity, but
well, first I'm gonna go here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
5
So
turns.
I will say as well, moving through someone, is it any person or is it non-allies that it's difficult terrain?
I believe it's non-allies, because non-allies can just kind of like get out of the way to let you through, but obviously anyone else wouldn't do that for you. Hostiles wouldn't do
okay.
that.
Looking at the rules that I
So
saw
it's 5.
the moment I googled.
This is 10.
Yes. No, that's fine. You're good.
Yeah, no, that's
15.
5. 10, 15, 20, 25,
So you have another
30, and then you have another 30 feet after that. 35, 40,
Hold on.
up left would be 45 feet. Right here would be 45 feet.
It's right here, and then up 1. And I take it they get an attack of opportunity on me?
Kushon does not, because his parry was his reaction.
Oh, that's right. It's reactions. I forgot about that. Nice. Well, now if they want to escape, they either have to use this door to the... Oh, sorry. This door, this door up here, or they have to go past you.
And if they go past me, they're taking some silver to the face.
Exactly. All right. My turn.
Absolutely.
Okie doke, okie doke. select token, move. I'm gonna dash in 20 feet, bash him over the head with my with my anvil that I also call a cooking pan.
Anvil. Fucking Looney
Alrighty.
Tunes ass
What do you want from
motherfucker.
me?
Yeah, please roll me to hit.
All right. 16 plus 4, that hits.
That absolutely hits, yeah.
And so he's going to take 5 damage, 5 bludgeoning damage.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, you deal that bludgeoning damage. You definitely see the plush coat sort of ripples as you thump into him. He looks upset, to say the least. That said, he doesn't look to be bloodied. Not that he has much blood to have. You just see another splat of like dust and soil. He looks at you and says, "You know, at a certain point, I wish you would just use bladed weapons, please."
No.
Are you still complaining?
Yes. Oh no, are you upset that I am killing you? At least kill me with some fun.
I don't really do bladed weapons. I do cooking.
Oh my fuck. Do
See,
I
at
have
least
to? Oh my
At least
fuck.
you have a reason. At least you have a reason, as opposed to fucking idiot over there.
I know. You know what? I was about to fall for it for a second. I'm not falling for the bait. You're probably really good with swords, and I'm not going to give you that.
Are you doing anything else, Lily?
I don't really have anything else I can do, so no.
You are lucky.
Okey-dokey.
You are lucky. I do not respect you. Otherwise, I would do something completely unspeakable to you.
He would. How do they say it in Halvera, Richard? Tear you a new one?
Yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
do not threaten me with a good time.
I am very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Lily,
Nah. I got it over you. Okay.
Lily, Lily, do you want me to
Hill's turn.
change places? Because that's I'm pretty sure that qualifies as sexual harassment.
I think we should call HR.
Hill will get over here, and sort of hearing the banter, but sort of not. Say, I'm sure there's an HR office in here somewhere, and then he will throw a dart at left. The dart goes thunk on the side of the door, and he says, "I really wish I was better at this."
You really
And then getting
are
out of the
so
way,
bad.
in case Richard needs to use it. Hill will actually say, if anyone needs assistance with something, I'm not going to be of help. I am better at helping than I am at fighting. And he will allow himself for the next person who requires him to provide the help action whenever someone asks.
Okay.
All right.
And then it is Richard.
What do you think?
good.
I guess I'm gonna move a little over here so I could see.
Oh,
You said
so
I
I
can move
wanted-
30 feet, right?
Yes, you can always move 30 feet every action.
And remember,
I meant to go like this. My bad.
yeah, and
You're fine.
diagonals are 5 feet.
5.
Yeah.
We don't do that stupid Euclidean shit in this house.
15.
We're
Okay.
non-Euclidean or bust.
Eldritch Blast again.
Yeah.
That will be a 9.
All right. The 9 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn.
So shooting out that same sort of subdued, just
Bless you.
thank you. It shoots past Phineas and left, who seems to have pre-ducked already. That's weird. And as she sort of looks around, you see her sort of stink eye you for a second. Is that all your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Kushon will once again, looking at Lille, say, "I'm sorry, I really don't want to fight you," and will try to move out again.
Attack of opportunity.
Absolutely.
16 plus 4, so that's an unnat 20.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh, he taking a hit.
You taking a hint. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you hit him over the back of the head and goes, "Ah, shoot!"
He
Before
yelled so loud that I couldn't hear him.
shit. Moving this way, and Kushen will also look to left and say, "We're killing this one first," and then she will nod as best as she can before he pulls out another dagger from his chest and will deal another 3 attacks to you, Iska. So then one of them hits. He will deal you 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, piercing. Left, moving to this side as well, will drop the crossbow here, and out of her arm, you see a full wooden greatsword grows out of her hand, which she then snaps off and then sharpens very quickly before slashing into you twice.
Holy shit, this motherfucker works fast.
So yeah, you take 1 hit, which is worth... ooh. That's a spicy little amount of damage. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Yummy. Yummy, tasty. That'll be 15 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ!
Damn, bitch.
She rakes straight across your chest. And she doesn't say anything, but her hollow eyes, like, stare into you, having clearly done maximum damage. He just says... before ending her turn.
God fucking damn it.
And
Jesus Christ.
It is Iska's turn again.
You see Iska reach for his potion bandolier. It's your lucky day, little man.
I respect you.
Now you have me at my all. Krov Gidrid, lend me strength to protect sanctity of Hunt. He drinks his potion.
This creature comes out, glowing with the strange stripes as your body physically cracks and creaks, accommodating for your new beastly size, with the barely pupilled eyes just surveying and your teeth growing to an unordinary degree.
So you guys got to remember too, because I am in fact transforming with below half health. I am in a frenzy.
Seeing this, the two of them go, "Oh, well, that's probably not good." Left will look at Phineas like you haven't seen much expression on her face, but you get the impression this one's a yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Iska, what are you doing besides that?
You start your turn with fewer hits than half. You have to succeed a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw. So let's try that real quick. Nat 1, baby! We're going absolutely insane.
Hell
Move
yeah.
directly towards the nearest creature and use an attack action against that creature.
I would argue that since Left hit you last time, that's the one you would probably target. in your
Absolutely.
final.
Also, she's on your left, so...
Yes.
True.
All right, let's go. Predatory strikes. I'm using both of my hands. 1d6
Beautiful.
plus 4. So let's see if I land the first hit. Does a nat 20 hit?
Oh shit!
Damn, bitch!
Oh fuck!
Let's see what the second one goes. Oh, it's a scuff. Let me roll it. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
Okay. Let's do 2d6, one of which is going to be doubled. The first one's a 6, so that's 10 doubled. That's a 6
12.
doubled.
12.
12 plus 4 is
16.
I can't do math. Yes, 16. Thank you. Roll
Don't
the
worry,
second roll.
she also rolled 2 6s and both got 6, and I was like, you're good.
This is just comeuppance. It's karma.
Yeah.
And the next one is 7 damage. So
What type
Sorry.
of damage is that?
it's slashing damage specifically.
No, you can choose bludgeoning or slashing.
I'm gonna make it bludgeoning.
Nice.
I just imagine that he goes up to this thing and just goes smack real hard against the fucking wall. I'm gonna spend Regnomancy on it actually.
Absolutely, please do.
He just fucking goes up to her, pins her against the wall, and slams her twice. 1, 2.
For Regnomancy, can we just say that she goes straight through the wall?
I'm more than fine with that. Yeah, breaking through this fish that looks like a piece of modern art made out of like a mirror, and you see as you break through, there's this 1, 2 crunch as the wall breaks through. And are you throwing her, or are you just keeping her in your hand?
You know what? Let's keep her in my hand. I'm gonna grapple her.
All right.
Oh shit!
You hear both the wood of the wall and her snap and creak as you have broken what would effectively be her spine.
Oh shit!
Damn!
She's still alive for some fucking reason, but you see splinters and mulch pouring out of her mouth.
Like he lost complete dilation in his pupils, and like if this guy is looking at him, or what is it? If she's looking at him, I can't imagine what she's feeling, but it's not a good feeling.
She looks hollow. She looks like she's been doing shit like this for a long time. You do not seem to be making her feel much better about it, though.
Excellent.
Oh god.
And then,
Man, I
is that
love
the end of your turn?
Can I just say I love me a good roleplay moment? God damn.
Yeah, that's a good vibe. Lily, if Iska has nothing else, it is your turn.
I cannot take any other actions this turn.
Okay. You've exhausted
way,
that bad boy.
I do want to say, my plan has come to fruition. If they try to run, not only does he now have what is it, 35 feet of movement, he has bonus action dash actions.
Yeah.
There's no escape.
Goofy.
Okay.
Goofy, silly, a little bit spooky.
I'm back. Okay, so, I think Lily's gonna assess this situation and immediately realize, Iska needs fucking healing. So, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she's going to shove a Suckle Willow down his throat. Suckle Willow smoked schnitzel. That allows him to spend hit dice as if he were taking a short rest, although he won't have them on his next short rest.
Maybe you shouldn't be getting too close to him when he's like that, considering I don't think he's exactly in
Shut
his
up.
right mind, you know?
Shut
Alright.
up! I just shove it down his throat. Just shove meat in his throat, and I hope that the instinct takes hold.
brother. Hell
I love shoving meat in my friends' throats. Let's go!
I did not recover much.
And I want to say, from like a roleplay perspective, his taste buds hit like that meat, and just instinct takes over. Perhaps, Reese.
Yep. You just kind of see him take it and like it's very clear that his teeth.
Oh, and you gain 3 temporary HP.
How much?
I keep forgetting. You gain 3 temporary HP after you spend as many hit dice as you want.
Oh, I'll use another one because I only regained 3.
Like feeding an animal a pill, just your teeth are gnashing against it.
Okay. And with that, that's my bonus action, because feeding somebody with this is a bonus action, unless it's the chicken breast. So I'm going to then attack this motherfucker with the pan again.
Sure thing.
Come on, mama. Come on, RNGesus. Nah, I got a 2. That's not gonna hit.
You whiff him, and he says, "I'm still missing you with the pan. I bring out a knife. I'll dodge less. I promise."
Why are you so desperate for a knife?
I just like knives. Is it maybe the thing that I just like knives? Is it possible that I can maybe like knives? Jesus, fuck, shit.
Oh my fucking
Perhaps he
shit!
has
Oh
more
my!
power over knives, and he can parry certain bladed weapons, and that's why he wants it.
I will say, I don't have anything like that. I just like knives.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
It is Hill's turn, actually. Hill will take the time to give you the help action on whatever action you do.
I'm just gonna go up and stab the guy, like very half-assedly.
He will walk over here and attempt to hassle Kushen as you make a melee attack at advantage.
12.
12. Okay. That will miss, unfortunately.
The help action, did that work?
Oh, yes, correct. That is
So
correct.
you get to roll again.
You do roll twice.
Oh, thank you.
I did forget about that. Thank you.
19.
19 does hit.
There we go.
He, you sort of whiff over him, and he says, "I didn't even dodge for that," and then you stab him. He goes, "Ah, there we go."
Are you happy
He's just
now?
like,
Is this what you wanted?
The classic misdirection.
Oh, well done. You've really got me going there.
Are you okay? Are you gonna stop complaining about the knife now?
Devil. No, I like that. That was good. That was so fun.
That'll be a 2. So
2 damage. All right. Hey, listen. Damage is good, except for when it's piercing or slashing, because Kushen takes half of that.
So he only took 1.
No, I'm kidding. He takes 32 damage. Or not 32 damage. He's at 32.
I was about to say, like, damn, how strong am I?
Doopies. Oopie doopies. I said his HP. Uh-oh, oopie.
Siege starts just channeling an absolute god from another age.
No, not even that. I just get so annoyed. I literally pounce on him like he's on the ground. I just start fucking stabbing him like a maniac.
You stab him in a portion of his chest that isn't already stabbed, and he goes, "Ooh, that's tender." Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it.
Beautiful. Okay. Kushen, seeing A, Iska, B, left being slammed, and C, both Lily and Richard attacking him from both sides, I'll say, this is that's pretty good, actually. You know what? I was talking shit earlier. I'm very much enjoying this now. And he will make...
This isn't a sexual thing for you, is it?
It's not, you fucking weirdo.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. You were literally begging me to stab you, and I come from a pretty bad place. Trust me. There are people who are into that.
He takes his top hat off, takes out his large knife again, his blade, and will make 1 attack against Richard, 1 against Lily, and 1 against Iska. The 1 against Richard will fail. Oh no, gosh, I'm sorry. The only one that does hit is the one against Richard.
Ow. Come on.
That's not too much of a...
Oh, even that. So yeah, he whiffs all 3 of them. Wow. Okay.
Let's go.
I'm bad at calculation. So he sort of waves these 3 dances, and what would be traditionally quite scary, except all of you are like 2 inches too far from each other. So he's like, fuck, man, this is much easier other days, I promise.
I swear this never happens to me.
Exactly.
You seem more like a catcher than a pitcher, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, of knives and stabbing. Yes, that is, yes. And then Left's turn. She is, you pushed her and cracked her through the wall. She is not grappled. So as you hit her, Iska,
Yeah.
she has now seemingly focused on you. With her long wooden sword, she will...
How the fuck is she moving? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
She barely is. She will make another 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
Your AC is still 15, correct?
It is 12. However, I have resistance to slashing and piercing weapons, as well as what you call it? Where is it? I'm looking for the specific thing where it tells me. Heightened senses. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical and non-silver weapons.
Okay. She makes 2 attacks, and I'm sorry to say, one of them is a crit. So, as she slashes you over twice, so you take, for the first, which is the crit, 6 points of slashing damage for the first one. The second one will be, I think, yeah, that's 2 damage. Yeah, so she rends into you twice with that, like, barbed, dangerous sword, and she will hiss back at you. Before the clanking, you can very clearly hear the straining and creaking of the armor as you're not grappling her, but you're just like both hands. Would you say that it's fair that both of your hands are like on her shoulders, like bearing down on her?
Yes.
Yeah. As you're like bearing down on her, you hear the creaking of her shoulder pads as your just fucking humongous hands are creaking into the shoulder pads underneath her billowing sort of blouse. And you see more of that like mulch coming out of her mouth, spilling out of the side of her face. And then it is your turn.
So hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something, but I want to know. I want to know before I do it, can it be done? I want to use her, and I'm not fucking with you here,
No.
as a weapon and attack her friend with it.
Like, give me a grapple check, and if you make it, then I will allow you to make a extra attack with her as a great club.
You said athletics?
Athletics. Against her athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics.
Modified 19.
Oh!
Versus a 3!
Oh!
Congratulations. You pick her up and you just over one hand, pulling her by her weird long greasy hair, and swing her towards Phineas. Please roll me
He's
to
not
hit.
expecting this.
He's like still bantering with Richard. Yeah, he's like, oh, it's a good stab. I liked it.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Second roll. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yes.
Dude,
All right.
That's almost max.
So yeah, you just clobber him over the fucking head, and his hat falls off, and Richard gets an uncomfortably large amount of brain in his head, viewed, and like just dust. Like imagine hitting a carpet, with like that's just been through a mud river with like a battering ram, and just a bunch of dirt and muck like splatters against the painting on the wall over here.
Oh, that is disgusting.
And he sort of he reels around to you and he says, "That was not sharp."
All right, Pinhead. Your time is up.
Oh.
I have no argument. Yeah, that is pretty good.
And then we'll say that left is on top of him. You didn't get a second attack with it, but as a result, you've clobbered them, so they are now sort of on top of each other. Just shift. There we go. They're now on top of each other. And are you doing anything else? You have used your action. You still have your bonus action and your movement.
I am at a little bit below half health. I don't think I can do anything else.
All right.
Actually, I do have a bonus action. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a little selfish. I'm gonna use this on me. I'm using Shield of Faith on me.
Okay.
So I get 14 armor class right now.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty smart actually. As you like sort of hum, like almost inside yourself, like you ate a glow, like a flashlight. You just see through the glowing tattoo stripes. You see these like bright motes of white light almost raising off of your body to form this like striped armor.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Right!
Yeah, as you sort of heave this like heavy monstrous breath over the other two, they look at each other on top of each other, and they look back to you all, and just get like next round. Let's go. Lily, you're up.
They're immune to poison, so that wouldn't work like we said. And now I'm part of Mage Hand Gang, so I can't use the funny changing feather. I got peer pressured into Mage Hand Gang.
It's good.
By who?
By AV.
It's good.
Good.
Just use the mage hand to choke him to death. I don't know.
You can't do that.
Oh,
I would, though. I would.
that'd be so cool.
A fucking pro wrestler feat for your what's it, mage hand?
That would be so cool.
It's mine would just be like a straight up like a really buff Hispanic fucking hairy fucking
it's got a
hand.
mask for the hand. Like it's a glove that looks like a luchador mask.
Mage hands got hands.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what it'd be. It would be that, but in the middle where the palm is, there's like two there's 3 holes, one for the mouth and 2 for the eyes.
But there's
and
nothing
inside
there.
you can see the no. I was gonna say there's like a little permanent marker for drawing the
that's
fucking
cute.
eye.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like the little
Anyway.
fucking mustache on the finger. Okay, yeah, Lily, what's up?
I'm just gonna ready a defensive action if I can. If they try to
Okay.
attack someone near me, I'd like to try and give them disadvantage if possible.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I like how during this entire confrontation, all the office workers are still working for some reason.
So yeah, you do also see over here, they appear to be a little concerned, but they also seem concerned about today not opening still, so they're trying to get busy work done while sort of vaguely peeking over sometimes.
Is that a tiger?
Yeah, whoa, that's
you
crazy.
You got one
Anyway,
guy
time to
going
get back to these T4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You ready that defensive action? Is that it? End of your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's really all I can do right now.
All right. Next is Captain Hill, who is going to look through his trinkets and see if he has anything that he can get away with. He will uncork a bottle of that flaming parchment and aim it towards left and say, if you're... hey, I don't have to be a captain of... wood, and then you'll just shoot a gust of flame at them.
Wood. I love his
Since
banter
she's being
so much.
grappled, he's not an
He's not
adventurer.
good at it.
Not
It's
good at
great.
it. He will have advantage on this because she's being grappled. Holy shit, how are you so bad at rolling? Let's see here. That's plus range spell attack. Okay, so thank you all for your patience. I appreciate it. Okay, yes. You see him point blank pull the cork off of his fire and shoot it over her head. And he just looks at the cork, looks at his hand of this now empty tube. He just slowly puts it on the ground and then just walks back this way
Oh, brother.
and sits down, head in
Yeah,
hands.
At this point, that's for the best.
And now it is your turn, Richard.
Are they breathing?
They are
Yes.
breathing somehow.
Should I don't know if I should
Kushen
attack.
looks significantly worse than a left, but left is also in the arms of a giant tiger man.
I feel like maybe I should try to talk them down. I feel like maybe if there's a way to make them surrender, because I kind of don't feel good about
I mean,
this.
hey, make your case.
Okay. My case is surrender or fucking die. The end.
Oh no, dying! That will be so bad.
I mean, yeah,
Pretty sure
I would
they're
assume
undead.
so. Oh, I mean, you're gonna be undead. So.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, maybe stab you for it, huh? One more
You
time. One of those. Give me another fun one.
Okay, if I stab you once,
What
will
if
you
you just
surrender?
burning hands them?
I could. I
Out
know.
of character?
If you stab him, I will give you a persuasion check.
Okay. Here's
That
my dagger.
just feels dirty.
I don't think it's sexual, but he's weird about it. No, it's not that much. I've had to fucking deal with people who were sexual about that stuff, but he doesn't come across as that. He's just weird.
I just like getting stabbed.
I'm aware. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I mean, I guess I don't like it. It's just more like part of my shtick now, and it makes me feel, hey, you know, it is.
It's okay. I'm just stabbing you now.
Thank you.
Oh, this
What do
is
you
so
roll to,
weird.
What do you roll to hit?
Okay, let me roll.
So yucky. Doesn't he get advantage since they're
That's a 4. How did I miss?
Advantage.
Kushon is not incapacitated or grappled. You just hit him with her. So he is unfortunately not prone either. So you miss him, or what does it look like as you don't hit him?
I think it's that, okay, to try to be a little more realistic, I'm just I'm like kind of like half and half on whether I want to do this, and even when I do go for the slash, I'm doing it half-assedly. So I'm like,
Yeah, like you hesitate for a moment, just like this.
I kind of hesitate, and I kind of like, and like
You go towards him, and he just like really easily like moves out of the way, and he's like, "Come on, man, put some more heart into it."
Okay, yeah, like, dude, you're the one making this weird. Okay, I'm sorry, but like I'm here trying to like negotiate.
No, you
to
just
keep you
underperformed.
alive.
I don't know what to tell you. I gave you a task and you failed it.
No, you're
Are
right.
you doing anything else?
Can I do a bonus action?
Yes.
If you have a bonus action to use,
Do I? I don't know.
what bonus actions would you? Do you have a bonus action spell?
You can use your
What's that?
arcane alacrity.
I don't know what that is.
Whenever you cast a wizard cantrip that has a casting time of an action twice per day, you can cast it as a bonus action on that turn. So you can do more damage.
Okay, I'm gonna do that now, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
use shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking tase you.
Roll
I have
me-
to roll.
Get on the ground!
Sword, get down! Sword, get down!
I'll give advantage, not because he's wearing metal, but because he doesn't expect you to just grab him by the neck and like shove him.
All right, so
Makeshift shock collar.
what's the
Yeah.
yeah, essentially. I am the shock collar.
They call me shock collar.
Don't say that. Don't.
Okay, so roll me another intelligence plus proficiency, so plus 4.
Wait,
Plus 4.
intelligence, my bad. That would be 16 and a 1.
A 16 hits. So yeah, reaching out at his face after he's like sort of like, come on, man. You just roll damage, please.
That's a 4.
4 will do it. Yeah, okay. So that is just frying his fucking face. You see, like a lot of like the quote unquote skin that he has is just melting off into like this loamy dirt. And as you pull your hand away, he looks up at you with these like seared features, and he says, "Ugh, that's as good. It's better, but it's not the stab."
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of expecting you to pass out after that. Do you pass
come on,
out?
You can't do that to someone who doesn't have a brain. No.
Oh, wait. Then how the fuck are you moving?
Is that the end of your turn, I assume?
Yeah, that's the end of my
Okay.
turn. Let me go to features and you remove that. What was it called, Nibby? Arcana recovery?
No, it's arcane alacrity.
Kushen, seeing the general vibe around him, will say, well, this wasn't great, but hey, all of you suck at stabbing me, so maybe next time. And he will take a knife out of his chest, and you see him take a dagger out of his chest and just stab himself in the head twice, and then he falls to the ground into a pile of dirt.
Did we just watch a suicide?
No, I'm pretty sure that it was some kind of like remote thing.
He is now dead. And left is now in front. As she looks down at the pile of dirt that she sort of like collapses under, she very vaguely mumbles out of her mouth before
I heard none of that.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that in a normal voice?
she said coward. Before making an attempt to break free of you, Iska.
Haha.
That is a let's see
18.
here. 18? Okay, that is a 19 on her.
Ooh.
So she just, it's sort of hard to do, but almost sideways, she headbutts you, like a few times before the wood finally creaks and you sort of like loosen your grip to try and get a better grasp of what you're getting a hand of, and she just pries herself out of your hands. Falling to the ground, she is going to use half of her movement to get up from prone, and then she's not in a great place right now. I believe what she's going to do is make another attempt for an exit. So, one.
Attack of
you two-
opportunity. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Are
My
you
attack.
making one as well, Richard?
I can, I guess.
It would be
Alright.
with a melee weapon, but you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
only a melee weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so stab. All right, I guess I'm gonna.
No, you don't move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just
My
that
bad.
as she's trying to run away, you
Why
just
is,
go.
it,
Sorry.
why is it not letting me stay in the middle? There we
I'm
go.
trying to move you back as well.
Thank you.
So,
Please make me attack rolls, all three of you.
Damn, that.
She's
that
not
bitch
out
is
of
bad.
Iska's thing yet.
22.
That's true.
Let
But I
me
mean-
see.
5.
Okay.
You said
5 does not hit on Lilay,
okay.
so that's just a +2.
16.
16. Okay. I believe 16 just hits, yes. So roll me 1d4 for your damage, Richard, and then roll me your attack as well, Iska.
That's a 3.
Okay, 3 damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. That's fucking gnarly. Okay. So you slash across her back, and Richard, you just dab. What do your attacks look like as she's running away from you? Actually,
Just like a quick little stab, like really fast, like as
Yeah.
if like like you didn't. It doesn't look like I would have done it, but I just kind of did.
just
like she was like to my right or whatever. I just like.
yeah.
Like,
And then
that's
Iska, what do you look like?
As she's coming across and trying to get away, I just rend her with one of my claws outright, just
Mhm,
straight across,
absolutely.
like straight across her, like in any way meaningful. So I imagine like her shoulders torn to me. I basically take my claws and like scrape up and over to like up from the arm all the way up to like the face.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, you just like a cat scratching a tree, just you pull off like layers of bark and sinew as just fucking mulch pours out of her hollow cask of a body. And seeing that same scratch, she looks very bad. And pulling onto this, that's 1, 2, so 1. She steps onto the table, over here, and then turns around to you, Iska, pulls her sword back to the front, and holds it towards you. And she will end her turn in preparation for you.
So, what I'm gonna do, 1, 2, over here. She's on the table, right?
She is on the table.
I'm flipping the table.
Yeah. That's very
Shit.
silly. Please roll me a strength check. DC, let's say 15. It's a pretty big table.
23.
23 absolutely
God
hits.
fucking damn it.
Okay, so yeah, you flip the table.
He's gonna have
she
such a hangover
falls
after this.
over the back. Let me just roll a quick luck check.
He's using all of his fucking strength. He has been beaten really bad, and at this point, he wants them to either disengage or to die.
No, that's fair.
You
Yeah.
see the table flip. She slips back this way, and then you see her neck turn to the side as from the left it collides with the back of the chair and snaps all the way to the other shoulder,
Jeez.
Oh,
like backwards, and you hear this gross fucking
Ugh.
as her head is torn off of her body, and
Ugh.
she turns into a pile of mulch on the floor, covering the chair and dying. That is the end of the combat.
Hey Lily, are you making dinner tonight?
The sizzling fire of that radiant shield just sort of envelops and then recedes back into your body, Iska, as you slowly come down from that deep and powerful rage.
You see Iska just kind of take a seat right by the hole he made,
Mhm.
and like just kind of sit there and like close his eyes. He's taking a moment to collect himself so he can slowly but surely shift back into his humanoid form.
Yeah, it's badass. You see that same, yeah. So like there's a pile of mud, loam, dust, and dirt on the floor, and over there's a pile of mulch and wood chips and just bark and cracked wood, both in the shape of a vaguely humanoid form.
Richard,
Yeah, what's
check
up?
on. I don't know his name, but check
Forger.
on the man.
Forger.
Fletcher. Yes, check on Fletcher.
Alright.
As you come to the door, you see Forger frozen in the same position as he was when the door was open. He says, "I'm doing it right." You said,
Yes. Wait, what? Wait, no, wait. Actually, wait. Remind me. What did I say?
Lily said that. Well, she did like a thing, and I assumed there was this that. He sort of looks at Lily as she enters the room, sort of like gives
You're
a
good.
hesitant thumbs up.
They're gone. You're good. You
Oh,
can move
thank.
again.
Oh, okay.
You
So
didn't have to take
assassins? What? Huh?
Assassins.
Yeah, some guy, some
They were
assassins
covert
fucking-
assassins hired to kill us.
Not us
Well, not us
specifically.
specifically. Any jacks that came to help, at least from our knowledge. Yeah. You accidentally hired
That's weird.
assassins. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
weird,
that's
isn't it?
kind of on you.
It's not on me. What? No,
I mean, whoever hired them.
HR.
I didn't hire them.
HR.
Oh,
did.
HR. Then you're gonna have a fucking field day with them.
Oh shit! You know what? I should actually talk to Holland.
I'll get out of the way.
Thank you.
Alright.
Lily goes to sit
Okay.
down, and she's just.
I'm gonna go get.
Holy
Why is
shit.
there mud? What happened to my wall? Okay.
She's the tiger.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna ignore that.
And
you
step
see him
out,
sort of
don't
like,
step on the mud. That's technically like corpses.
Oh, I'm gonna think about that tonight. And you see him hurriedly rush off to some other place past the offices, and you hear him just very hesitantly in the background say, "I need your help." Before, you four are left in the hallway.
Well, that just happened.
So, after a moment of like just kind of collecting himself, you
Mhm.
hear like bones cracking as like he slowly shifts back to being a human.
Hey, Iska, I got a question.
Yes.
Does it hurt when you do that?
Unimaginable.
You spoke Claude.
I feel you. That was unimaginably painful for me as well.
I think Lily just kind of like looks him up and down, plants just a massive hand on his shoulder, and is just like, "You'll get it eventually." We all started inexperienced at some point.
Yes. It is becoming very clear to me that is... Oh boy, quite the common stance for me to take. Would anyone like medical attention? And as you see him, he just like, out of his breast pocket, he just pulls a full roll of gauze. And
Lily
Um,
looks straight to
yes, you
fucking
get-
Iska and is just like, he's
on it.
him first.
Don't worry about
Um,
me. I have someone who can. I'll talk to them later.
I mean, if they were to make one
Preemptively
call-
patch me up. She'll get upset if you fuck it up.
if you
Just-
bleed out, then
Iska,
yeah.
just let
Um,
him do his job, please.
Yeah.
He's
You
trying
will
to be
make
helpful.
a medicine check.
He just kind of lets him do his thing.
You see him immediately go to put it around your head, and then he stops himself.
Mm,
Someone else do this, and he walks back to the chair.
I'll go ahead and do it.
yeah, you do it. I got negative and fucking.
I have +3 to my medicine. 14.
Oh,
There you go,
okay.
perfect.
14 add 1d4 health back as you are treated medically.
Okay.
And this
1d4?
ain't much. It's just gonna stop the bleeding. It's honestly just basic medical stuff.
Exactly.
You're gonna need some rest after this, especially after doing that transformation again.
You have no idea.
So over about the course of a minute, you treat the gentleman, and it is all cleaned up. You guys look, it seems pretty fine. And for now, it sounds like, despite the bustle of the workers on the other side of the hall down here, as Forger hurriedly talks to HR, Holland Reevy, as well as Hill still head and hands, but at least thankful that his co-workers have not died, and you three having made it out of an encounter with two rather dangerous professional assassins. That is where we will leave tonight's session.
I would like to spend Arachnomancy. I would like to do it for a private session with you, AV.
Sure. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. I feel like that was a heck of a lot better than last time.
No, that was very good.
That was very
A lot more
Yeah.
character interaction, a lot more.
For the viewers' sake, we did record another session previous, but it didn't do anything.
Due to a variety of situations just culminating all at once, it became a just very emotionally hectic session, and we didn't want to keep it didn't feel right canonically to keep that because there was no character interaction. We were just all very in a bad place at the time, so yeah.
Trust us when we say that it's not worth your time.
It's not.
And I believe, if there's nothing else, who wants to lead us out for tonight?
But I want to, but I don't know how.
So I spent my Arachnomancy because I want to have a scene with Hill. Lily's going to just walk up to him, put her hand on his shoulder. Come with me.
Indeed. He stands up, sort of rigidly, follows you. He sits down on a bench.
And I think she just takes a moment to pause, think, breathe. I don't really know how to start this conversation, but I don't want there to be
Neither
any
do
bad
I.
blood between us.
Neither do I.
Quite honestly, you seem like an alright person. I just get touchy sometimes. Do you have anything precious to you that you wouldn't talk about with someone that you just met? Perhaps?
Yes.
That's what it's like for me.
So I require further illumination.
My use of magic back at the greenhouse.
Ah, yes.
I don't want there to be, like I said, I don't want there to be bad blood between us. I really don't think you're that bad of a person by any degree, but I also don't think the world is as black and white as you might see it. But there are things, we all come from something, you know? From somewhere. And I think about that thing that you wouldn't just share with just anybody, right? That's what it's like for me. You say it's under your jurisdiction, and I understand to a degree it probably is. But as far as I'm concerned, we're comrades now, and I can't sit idle by with this hanging over us. We have stood side by side on the battlefield, even if it was a shitty hallway. And I want to clear the air.
Thank you for saying such. I am not good at speaking with people. Ever. I have never been good at speaking with people.
I think she just kind of like... I really relate to that, actually.
My mother used to say that I looked at books more than I looked at anything else, and as such, my eyes for social cues are about as buried as the pages. Unfortunately, this has resulted in me being a poor judge of character past the predefined standards that I have been able to set for myself through my work. I attempted to come to this country to bring some form of prestige to my home and my colony, but the only thing I've ever really been good at is reading. I apologize if I come off as brusque. I don't think I'm really good at much else besides judging things.
She takes a moment again and she's just like, we're really not too different. I'm not exactly... I don't understand social mechanics either. I try to be as kind as I can. I try to be whatever a good person is, but...
How do eyebrows work? Because I still don't get that.
Eyebrows...
And eye contact. I can't... it's so confusing. I don't get it.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Right?
I don't understand people very much. I don't understand myself very well. And she just kind of like looks down at her hands and just flexes them. I don't get it, but I try. You know, I just, like I said, I don't want there to be any bad blood between us. I was just touchy. That place on that poster is where I come from, and bad things happen there. I can't always control my magic. It just comes out, and I'm sorry if I got aggressive, but I want to be able to call you my companion and not just some pencil-pushing dickwad, as I first thought.
That is what people usually call me, so the effort being made is already very appreciated. I'm bad with words, like I said, and you see him pat through his coat and rifle through, and you see him set down what looks to be a sewing kit, a large piece of like unchewed bubble gum, an assortment of masks and liquors, and he sets them on the bench aside to him, and he eventually pulls out a small bundle of what look to be like pieces of string that are like corded together, and he pulls one out, and he says, what colors do you like?
Orange and blue, usually?
And he starts taking a string of orange and a string of blue, and starts cording them together, and he says, I've always been one for knickknacks. I
can see that.
My mother made a lot for me. He sort of motions down to his tie, and it's the only way that without documentation, you can really remember a place by taking a piece of it with you. And he finishes, and he's made a little, what looks to be a friendship bracelet. Before he looks at it for a second, and he adjusts his glasses, and they give a sheen of almost strange passion for a craft or something. And you see for a moment the true essence of this person is that of passion for objects and passion for history, less than anything that he's really felt for a lot of individuals. And you see him put his soul into this little friendship bracelet, and he enchants it before handing it to you.
I think as she takes it, she looks at him as if looking past him, and then towards the bracelet, and my mentor once said that the power of objects is that they have memory. But it's not just any memory, and it's not just history. It's that they hold emotion, passion, love, hatred even, and that when you look upon them, they can bring you back to that emotion, remind you of who you are. So I accept this gift, and I thank you. And I think she ruffles through her bag. I don't have much to return the favor. However, should you ever need it, here. And she hands him a chef's knife in a small sheath.
He takes it graciously and puts it inside his breast pocket, very clearly some place of significance, before pointing at the bracelet. And,
she's already put it on.
As you put it on, you see it flash for a second with that same passion. What prestidigitation effect would you like this to cast?
What it does is just kind of instinctively creates I don't know if it's her will doing it or his, but like a small harmless whirlwind of wind kind of like spins up around her, puffing up some of like the leaves and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Like a pleasant sort of dust devil around your
yeah, like a spring wind, but a dust devil, basically.
Yeah, and as that sort of flows through and up, I think you even smell for a moment on that wind a tiny bit of that same arbor, that same sort of cliffside wood from a place that you know far too well.
Rusted Boar Regnomancy is brought to you by Nevi Alden.
Siege Kirsten.
Reese Aldrich.
That GobL.A.V.
And viewers like you. Thank you.
Map and token assets created by 2 Minute Tabletop and Bad GobL.A.V.
All music used within the RBR podcast is used with explicit permission through a Creative Commons license or under fair use.
You may find them in the description below. Rusted Boar Regnomancy is produced by Levi, Nevi Alden,
and directed by Nevi Alden. Rusted Boar Regnomancy is published under a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike 4.0 international license.
Rusted Boar Regnomancy is in no way affiliated with, supported, or endorsed by Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast.
We of the Rusted Boar crew earnestly hope you enjoy our production.